I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
This weather information is brought to you by The Solid Rock, your source for inspirational gifts, home decor, women's boutique items, personalized Bibles, and more.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 68 days.
The referee looks at his watch, and that's halftime.
Broadcasting on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Said you had very motivational words at halftime.
Oh, intermission.
No, it's halftime.
Hey, hold on. It's almost halftime.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
That's a W. That's E1. That's E1. That's a W. How many people want to get a W tonight?
Sports talk that doesn't sound like everyone else.
There's a formula to win here at Arkansas.
Let me see a little bit of heart. And you're talking about toughness. A little bit of toughness, a little bit of heart. Going to make things feel a whole lot better.
Matt, you're my favorite Arkansas Razorback. Love your show. Matt, you're one of my all-time Razorback heroes. What up, Alyssa? Welcome to the halftime show. It's my favorite.
Thank
of
you.
The Hit That Line show.
It's halftime with Alyssa Orange.
You guys are going to notice I talk way too much. And you're probably going to have to tell me to be quiet.
Colton Little.
Who is Colton Little?
And Razorback legend Matt Jones.
It's vintage Matt Jones.
Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. This is halftime.
Happy Monday, everybody. We made it to Monday. Welcome into halftime. Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, Colton Little with you. And guys, I made it through the initiation process. They allowed me to come back on Monday, and I'm happy to be here.
The hazing is over.
It is over.
We're happy to have you.
I think everyone kind of got their punches out on me last week, and I think I passed. Unless Tommy and I have a conversation later. I'm just kidding. But it's good to be with you. How was your weekends?
Oh, my goodness. What a time to be alive. Scotty Scheffler and Victor Hovland going to a playoff in the golfing world. World Cup knockout started yesterday. We got some games today. I don't have anything to complain about. We got new beginnings going on. How cool is life, man? Life is good, man. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was good. I'm in the process of moving, which I think I've learned. Everyone knows.
And it's
one,
hot right
moving
now.
is not fun, right? But I had some really good friends help me move some of the big stuff on Saturday, and then little by little getting all the small stuff. You just have too much. I think just as Americans in general, we just have too much stuff. And I'm reminded of that every time I have to sit here and move. But it's a work in progress. Got to celebrate my friend Marty Houston and his retirement party. I know a lot of us know Marty. If you listen to the Huddle way back in the day, Marty's been around for a really long time and officially retiring. So got to celebrate him and then really hang out with my kids, which is my favorite thing to do. They're funny. They're a lot of fun. I know you know that, Colton.
Yes, I got through the exact same thing, Alyssa. Hung out with my kid. Didn't do a lick of absolutely anything on Saturday. Just hung around. ESPNU had on like 4 or 5 straight ESPN 30 for 30s, all the Miami stuff, the Pony Express. I was just sitting around watching that. Me and my kid were hanging out. He was in the playpen. I was just, stuffing animal crackers in his face. He was having a great time. And then on Sunday, we did have double booked play dates. So my 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock was just booked up with lots of fun and screaming children. But hey, that's what you live for. It was a wonderful weekend. And I'm glad that we're here today on a beautiful Monday.
A beautiful Monday. And again, that just wore them out, and then they go to sleep.
That's right.
And
He slept
sleep early.
Hard. Yeah.
Hard. It's great. It's great. Well, we've got a great Monday for you. Of course, we've got Dr. Charles Liggett joining us at 12:15. And guys, we're going to have Christina Long with us on Mondays now at 1:30. And of course, Christina with so much information on that naming rights with the stadium and what that contract looks like. Excited to pick her brain. But I've known Christina a really long time and does such a fabulous job there as the editor for Hogs Illustrated. And so excited to have her join us every Monday. On top of the stadium stuff, which I know we're going to get into with Christina, there's a lot going on with the NBA. It's that time of the year, Matt. Lots of trades happening, and you read through these, and sometimes it just makes your head spin.
Man, I'm excited. That one of the things I think, I don't know about you guys, but when I watch like the NBA draft, I watch more of the NBA draft than I ever have MLB or NFL. I think basketball is probably my first love, when it comes to it. And I see Kawhi Leonard might go back to Toronto. Austin Reeves, the Arkansas guy, signed a big deal. Giannis, that's the biggest trade. I mean, however
now.
he gets there. But like, yeah. But as far as best player, but
Yeah.
so I'm always attracted to the NBA. I'm always been a big NBA guy.
Well, right now the Warriors trying to make big splashes with what they've got going on. Obviously, looking at trying to trade for Anthony Davis and then sign LeBron James and a lot going. I mean, how crazy would it be for
They might
LeBron
be
James to
contenders
be wearing
if
a
they get-
Warriors jersey?
You know, so here's my theory on LeBron James, Alyssa. He's built like Karl Malone, and he played more of a point forward his whole life. But right now, if you looked at the NBA and you said, all right, who's our power forwards? And the power forward's a dying breed. You know, there's not any Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki. You know, it's kind of, I think that whatever this cardio spacing game is, there's not. LeBron James is a top 4 power forward in the NBA. If he wants to be a play at the 4th spot, I think he still has a year or two left. I mean, his body's Karl Malone, and he's so cerebral. His superpower out of everything it was his vision. Like he sees the floor. So I get nervous when you start getting old people together because it's a young man's game. But I'm not denying their talent, you know,
Sure.
because still to win a championship, you know what you have to do. You still have to be able to get stops.
You have to play
think
defense.
And I think Anthony Davis, when you said that then it kind of my eyes lit up a little bit.
Can you imagine?
Sorry, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Matt, would your appetite for that Warriors team be a little bit more? Would you be hungry for it more if you knew that now Draymond's leaving, he's going to take free agency? So there's a little bit, maybe a little bit less of a.
I think Draymond's a really good
Great
teammate,
defense. Yeah,
and
great defender.
I just don't think that I agree with anything how he goes about it. I think he's overrated. You talk about power forwards. I do not think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't even know that he's Hall of Very good. He got lucky to where he went and won some championships. But I do think this. I think Draymond will stand up for you, and he'll punch his own teammates, you know. So I do think he would be a good teammate. I just don't. I mean, dude, Rasheed Wallace, speaking of power forwards, there's not even Draymond Green could never do what Rasheed Wallace is one of the best power forwards to ever play the game. And again, that just goes back to the original thought. The power forward position in the NBA is kind of lacking right now.
Yeah, it's just really crazy to look around the league. Obviously, so many people moving around all the time, but hard to imagine a Golden State Warriors team that's got Steph Curry, and then you could add Anthony Davis, and then add LeBron James. I mean, that would be a team I would just buy a ticket to go see.
And that's the thing. If you're selling tickets and you want to, capitalistic nature, you want to, bottom line, is that I think it's a smart move for everybody involved. The question though is, do you think they can win a championship? Do you know it's going to be cute? Do you know that they're going to like all that? Yes, I'd be for it. I'd be 100% for LeBron James and Anthony Davis going to Golden State.
You know who cares about this? My son. And this is so funny. He is a Golden State Warriors fan. And we weren't big NBA people. If I had to pick a team, I grew up liking the Lakers because my dad liked the Lakers. But I don't think we live in a generation anymore, guys, where you like who you like because of your parents. These kids these days like, who they see on YouTube, who they see on TV, who they're exposed to. And so now my son, who is about to be 9 in August, he has declared himself a Golden State Warriors fan, and he's a Baltimore Ravens fan. I know. And so I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, as is Colton.
There we go.
Fins up.
Great choice. Fins up.
And his dad is a Cowboys fan. And maybe if the Cowboys and the Dolphins were better, he would have adopted our teams. But he looked at me last season and said, Mom, I like the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be worse.
Yeah.
I know, it could be worse. My cousin has a massive tattoo of Lamar Jackson on his thigh, but that's for another day.
How massive?
Oh, it's big. I'll show you a picture during the break.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
it's well done though.
Yeah, professional looking at least.
Oh yeah, no, it's a really great tattoo.
Mm.
It's just actually it's on the calf right here, up and down the calf.
That reminds me of that terrible Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler movie. That's My Boy, where he gets the new kids on the block tattoos on his back, and as he gets older, they just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
like
look,
that,
it looks great. I think it's gonna be like a famous person leg tattoo because I think Kobe will get on there soon. But right now Lamar's on it.
I love that.
He's got a whole full sleeve, but it's not famous. Would you tattoo a famous person?
I got a
on your
Ninja
body?
Turtle. That's what that. I got a Ninja Turtle tat.
Okay.
And then I got an aesthetic tat because I used to buy bracelets and they kept breaking. That's
So you
how many
just-
I like
tattoos
that.
do you guys have?
That's good.
2
I got 2 as well.
I
yeah.
have three.
But that's the
little
reason
small
behind
ones.
mine. Yeah.
3 little small ones.
Okay.
small
cool.
ones, but they're not Lamar Jackson.
No,
they're
none of them.
nobody famous.
I can't get another guy's face. That's just I can't do that. I'll wear the jersey, but I can't put.
There's a line that you're
yeah,
stepping over.
No, not going to tattoo another guy's face. I understand. Again, a lot going on. We talked a lot about last week the 5 years of eligibility that the NCAA put out last week about no longer, you don't get red shirts, you don't get all of these things, but you're going to have 5 years of eligibility to play college athletics and whatever sport that you choose. Fair or unfair, guys?
I like it. I like the fact that there needs to be rules. I think Colton and I were talking about this last week. Give me something like who's making the rules? Where are the adults in the room? Like there has to be something to go by because it just seems like they're making it up as they go. How do we not have a union yet? Do you have to get a union for basketball, for football, for all sorts of things? But I'm for that rule. Military, religious. If you wanted to go on a mission trip and stuff, but it's a student athlete, and we nobody ever calls it a student athlete anymore. They are students first, and then they're athletes, and now they're able to make money. 18 to 25 really should be the range that you're playing college ball. And then if for some reason you play a little bit longer, Chris Winkie, we've all heard the
I was going to ask, how old was Chris Winkie again? He was
26
about 20
when he started, I think.
Okay.
But what?
But you could win yourself a Heisman Trophy.
I'm a Chris Winkie fan, that's for sure. The only thing that I told you this, Alyssa, I sent my highlight tape to Florida State when I was Marty Houston, and they told me they had a guy named Chris Ricks. So my heartstrings were always Florida State, and they said that I wasn't good enough.
Did Chris Ricks do anything? I think I got to school after his final season. I think Chris Ricks' final season was the year before I enrolled in school. Clearly, he didn't leave
enough.
any
He
kind of.
He was good. I just, you remember the chip
sure.
on your shoulder
Oh
type
gosh,
things?
yeah. Well, you say all that, and then I was in school, and they were trying to decide whether or not to start Drew Weatherford or Xavier Lee for about 2.5 years. Then Christian Ponder shows up, and all is right with the world again. And then EJ and Jameis and so on and so on and so forth. But yeah,
he's underrated, don't you think?
I love him.
I do too.
I love him.
Two-sport athlete.
I really think this is the NCAA going back to feeling like we have to get control over the transfer portal and the red shirts and playing until you're 26 and saying, hey, this is it. This is what you get in college, and you make the most of it. Where you want to go and how you want to spend those 5 years is up to you, but you get 5. And I think that's fair. And maybe this is a hot take, but with all reality, if you need more than 5 years to play college sports, you're probably not going to play at the next level anyways.
I 100% agree with you. And I guess that's what the rule's for. It's not for the one and dones like Anthony Davis, like we were just talking about, guys like that. It's more for the guys that are, that is the, I guess to sum it up is this is the most money these kids are ever going to make playing this game. And so why wouldn't you want to extend it? Why wouldn't you want to elongate it? And I understand that, but they're not good enough to go to the next level. So then you would want to play college for 17 years if they'd let you play. I mean, it's such a great time. And then you get tax-free money. You pay for nothing. You get free housing. What a great time to be a college athlete.
It is really nice, but at some point you do have to go get a job. Hey, if you aren't already subscribed to the Hit That Line Podcast Network, what are you waiting for? We've got so much there for you. From 9 to 11, it's The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Sami Kraft. From 11 to 2, halftime with me, Matt Jones, and Colton Little. And then 2 to 6, Ruskin and Zach. So if you miss any of our shows, don't worry. The Bud Light Morning Rush Podcast, the Eastside Liquor Halftime Podcast, and Ruskin and Zach Podcast are all available wherever you listen to your podcast. Each show, obviously, so much fun, so unique, and obviously going to give you a little bit of a different perspective on every single one of them. So make sure you go over there and subscribe. Just search Hit That Line wherever you listen to your podcast and stay up to date on our social media as well. You can find that at hitthatline.com. And don't forget to rate, review, and share, guys. Great opening segment. We're going to have much more for you coming up right after the break.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
On second down, the give is to Felix Jones on an end around. Jones to the 30 to 40. Jones in midfield. He may go. 25 to 20. 10, 5. Touchdown, Arkansas. Felix Jones goes 72 yards. The Razorbacks increase their lead.
Listen to every Razorback football game this season right here on ESPN 95.3 and hitthatline.com.
The best Tex-Mex and even better service is at Joe's Grill and Cantina in Fort Smith. Every day, Joe's Grill makes fresh from scratch salsas, queso dip, and guacamole with crispy warm chips to start your meal. Plus fajitas, enchiladas, tacos, burritos, and more that will make your experience one you won't forget. Great Tex-Mex and even better service. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com, LIMBIRD.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. We here at ESPN rely on our Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on what's going on around our building, as many of you do. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023, Anheuser-Busch, Bush Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Congratulations, you're officially part of the Crane Cash Winner's Circle. Feels good to celebrate those huge savings and all that extra Crane cash for your trade, doesn't it? With Crane, it's easy to feel like a champion.
That's because we'll beat any competitor's price. That's right. Bring us anyone else's deal and we'll beat it. Now that's winning. That's the Crane team.
Find your winning deal at craneteam.com.
Dozy Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Dozy Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Dozy Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now you always say that you want to be friends. But you never said you would be. Told you so many times before.
Welcome back to Halftime with Alyssa Orange, Colton Little, and Razorback legend Matt Jones. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Now, let's get back to halftime with Arkansas football legend Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
I'm sure that I believe my favorite part of doing this show with you guys is seeing what kind of music Matt picks in and out. Like, hands down, music person. As I sit here and we come back, man, great selection.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great selection. You
I
do well
appreciate that you
with
guys
your
like it, too.
responsibility. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. The music is always, always good. And you know what else is really good, Matt? I know you've been talking about it. We're not going to stop talking about the World Cup.
Yes.
I know you got some games in this weekend.
Yes. Sunday was the first knockout game. We were talking about South Africa. Today, Brazil and Japan start off. And here's the thing about Japan. Those crazy samurais, they are so good at what they do. Like they're technically sound. You know,
Okay.
they don't have a Terrell Owens. You know, they don't have Kobe Bryant, but they don't mess up. So like when you show up to play the Japanese in soccer, you have to pay attention to what's going on because they're like Princeton basketball, like backdoor cuts. We're gonna try to we're gonna use our minds because they're not. And I'm not saying
They don't have
talent.
superstars, but they have discipline.
Brazil's got a lot more better athletes,
Got it.
but there you go.
Another game happening today, the Netherlands and Morocco. And I told you guys, I think last week, that the Netherlands are always that team that I root for outside of the United States because they wear orange and it makes me feel like every couple of years, oh yeah, I'm, royalty over there.
That's a scary
Maybe
game,
I
by
am.
the
I
way.
have no idea.
Morocco, you are royalty. Absolutely, you're royalty to us.
It's an appropriate
Morocco is there. When I tell you the Netherlands are about the 11th best team, Morocco's like the 15th. But so that's really it's a coin flip game.
Did you see, Colton, on social media that video in Kansas City? Because they've been in Kansas City and like that orange flood down the street right there. And they all just took over the streets of downtown Kansas City.
Hundreds of Dutch men and women just walking down the streets. They were chanting. They were excited. It looked like a lot of fun, to be honest with you. I can see why, not only because of the colors and the affiliation, but they bring a very enjoyable vibe to be around as well. So
I have FOMO. I'm not going to lie. Guys, I have FOMO because it's not even about the games. I know, Matt, that's your thing. It just feels like a big party, and I want to be a part of it. And I want to go celebrate with these countries that come over here and are having so much fun. It's like, wait, I want to go have fun.
It's the passion, the pride, and you couldn't even say it better. I've always kind of correlated like this: the soccer energy, the soccer fans, the national, that the way they take. It's the closest thing I've ever seen to college football. You go tailgate, you go to you go to LSU, you go to Auburn, you go to these. Man, they love it. It's just like a religion. So I agree with you. That's one of the things that attracts me to it as well.
One of the coolest things when I was in Paris covering the Olympics was that sense of country. Like, no one is upset. Everyone's in a good mood. Everyone is representing the country that they're there to support in all of these events. And I feel like the World Cup has done the exact same thing when it comes to camaraderie, like you're saying. Everyone is over here for a common goal, and that's to watch their soccer team. And you see,
beer.
and drink. Well, I was about to say, and then you see how Scotland outdrank Boston, which is incredible. And then you have the takeover of orange in Kansas City, and of course, even just this renewed excitement for the United States, like watching the pregame show in LA before their game against Turkey was so cool to see. And so that's what I think has been the coolest thing, is to witness everything outside of the soccer itself that has come over here to the United States.
Well, the other thing that I would say is this is actually the most talented team that the United States men's national team's ever put out. That doesn't mean that the best player to ever play is, I think Clint Dempsey, Landon Donovan, Tim Howard, we kind of talked a little bit about that. I don't know that, Christian Pulisic and Weston McKennie, those dudes are as good as anybody that America's had. So let me take that back. But it's depth-wise, as far as 1 through 11 now, that I really do. It's the best team that I've seen. The other thing is, though, they're going to play Bosnia, and you can say the last. I can't.
Herzegovina. I think that's right.
They got
Not a geographer.
They got to get it's the old wooden ship used in the Civil War area. But they got a guy named Jekko it's like DZEKO, but it's called Jekko. But he would be America's best soccer player ever. Plays for Bosnia. He's a little older, so we have to understand that when we're watching it that Bosnia is good. Like we better show up. If we don't show up and we don't come out to play, Bosnia could beat us.
Matt, did you hear Pochettino talking kind of after the game against Turkey about how maybe some of the mood from the American reporters and some of the fans were a little bit down, and he was kind of scolding them a little bit? Did you hear what he had to say?
No, you got it?
I got it right here for you.
I want to listen.
Cannot be possible, I'm sorry guys, it cannot be possible that Turkey finishes celebrating the 3-point and Australia celebrating the qualification, Paraguay celebrating the qualification, and come here and for you not to say congratulations that we won the group. That is a little bit sad, but only that. I need to remember you and everyone that we won the group. Sorry guys, we
need to
won.
remember you.
No, I love Pochettino. So he coached Tottenham Hotspur for years. Steve Nash loved him, and so like Harry Kane was there. I've heard a lot of his interviews. I'm a big time Pochettino fan. He's the best coach that America's ever had, and I love the way he looks at it, man. I really do. I love his attitude. I love his responses to questions. He does take accountability, and man. When's the last time America's won? Like be thankful just a little bit. Like everything's not such a bummer. And what matters honestly is the knockout rounds. The group play doesn't matter as much as if we win. And I think we talked about this. If we win our first round matchup, nobody cares. And if we lose our first round matchup, then it doesn't matter what we did in group play. That's just the truth of it.
They're not going to remember what you did in pool play at all. All right. Well, one question for you, because we have our first caller of my Monday show. But before we get to him or her,
it's Nelson.
It's Nelson. Fantastic. Okay. So before we get to Nelson, I have one question, because you say that the knockout rounds matter. Or I'm sorry, this round of 32 matters. The knockout rounds don't, but they do. Let's pick one country to follow the rest of the way. Cannot be the United States. I'm picking the Netherlands.
I like it. I like the net. Virgil van Dijk was the best center back in the world for a couple years. So you have the best. It'd be like having Troy Polamalu on your team. Virgil van Dijk is one of the best there is. They have a good midfield. I love Cody Gakpo. I love Memphis Depay. Man, they got the Netherlands are solid, man. That's a good. I'm going Spain.
Okay.
That was my pick because they got Rodri, Pedri, and Gavi in the midfield. I think that's the best midfield. Is France the most talented team? Probably. Does Portugal got talent? You start looking at Germany. Germany can beat anybody. Belgium can beat. Brazil can beat. You start looking England, Argentina. That's about it.
This is why we told Matt he could only pick one.
I know.
We told him ahead of time. You said you don't get to pick 5. You get to pick 1.
I don't even talk much, but you start talking about soccer and I can't shut up.
You said Spain, though. Final answer.
He said Spain. Final answer.
Do I have to become an expert on this country and sprechen the language, or
I'm going to need a full-on report with a poster board and everything?
I'll bring a poster board in. I'll bring in a multi-point PowerPoint.
I want a fun fact about this country.
Okay, I guess I'm going to have to learn. Well, English is a Germanic language, so I feel like I can pick up German pretty quick. So I'll be rooting for Germany. They got Paraguay at first, so I'll pick them.
I took German in 7th grade, and the only thing I remember is the guy in the back of the class calling our teacher an Alta Hex. I was like, okay. I think that means old witch. All right, let's go to Nelson on the call lines. Hi, Nelson.
Hello, lady and gentlemen. Let's start this off right. Welcome, Alyssa.
Thank you.
Great to have you in. I mean, whenever Phil was saying he was leaving, it was like, who will they get? But, when they brought Matt in, I didn't expect Matt Jones to be the replacement. But, Matt, this ain't no slight to you, brother, but they brought in the rock star. Alyssa's been around. People know who she is. Good to see you on, Alyssa, and welcome to halftime. The wild wilderness of halftime. It'll be fun. You guys will talk about a lot of stuff, and I just am so happy that they brought you on. And guys, we're into the wilderness right now as far as sports, but you guys will make it fun the rest of the way. And then we'll get back into the good stuff, the Razorback.
This is the good stuff, Nelson. Thank you so much. That's very kind. Though, here's the deal. I am well aware of the man sitting beside me and Matt Jones. Let's not forget, okay? I'm just here and I talk. He actually did. So
I think it's a good partnership, and I'll go back to this. I know we've been talking a little bit off air, and when I started a radio show years ago down at the other radio station, Tommy, I forget what was his last name. What was the guy that did the? Anyways, he told me, he goes, look, you're not going to know who you are for 6 months. So you're going to show up, you're going to work, you're going to keep doing your thing. But as far as what we're going to be, is it fluid? Is it going to evolve? I think we're going to have a good time. And I'm looking forward to working with you. No question about it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm excited, and thank you, Nelson, for that phone call. JT in Hot Springs, I have one profiling question about Alyssa. Do you like Pearl Jam?
Oh.
Yeah, I do. I wouldn't consider myself a big Pearl Jam fan. I know. But I do like them.
Nothing wrong with Pearl Jam.
I don't dislike them.
Wrong with Pearl Jam.
Matt, not a fan.
Well, there's a lot of other bands that are better.
Sure.
I
agree with that. I will agree with that.
I will never get in the car and put on Pearl Jam.
It's the
if
real.
you put Pearl Jam on, it's like at least I'm not against them.
It's the real guttural type singers. Matt's not.
There's that voice, that whatever is the timbre in his voice. It's just like right away. Like Bruce Springsteen's that timbre. It's like I can't do Tom Petty. I can't know.
Yeah, see, and I remember I said something about Tom Petty one time when I was calling in with Phil. And all I heard Matt was like, "Oh, I don't like," and I was like, "Oh no, Matt's never gonna speak to me ever again." I've officially
whatever
made the
Pearl Jam's
bad
fine.
list.
I don't not like
the bad list. Yeah, thanks for that question. Yeah, and not that bad, not that bad. I appreciate that. It'll be fun. All right, well, soccer, we've got it. We're good on the soccer.
So you
Perfection.
got Netherlands.
I have the
and
Netherlands.
You got Germany, and I got Spain.
That's right.
Okay, we only bet tacos around here, by the way.
Yeah.
We don't bet hard
Oh,
currency. We don't.
that's perfect.
That's all we bet. Okay.
You're gonna learn real quick
Pride
about
points
me.
and tacos.
I love board games. I love trivia, and I love being competitive and tacos. So all of those work. So bragging rights and tacos, I'm all about.
There's something about being competitive because you either are or you're not. So I appreciate that about you.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate being here. And we've got a lot more to talk about, including, as we mentioned, Dr. Charles Liggett joining us at 12:15. We're going to hit a break, and we'll be right back with halftime.
Alyssa, you're going to be my favorite host because I had a sister named Alyssa.
This is halftime.
Why Arkansas Executive Prep Academy? Our program was developed on 5 main pillars: mastery learning, teacher work environment, physical and mental wellness, always ready and future fluent, and elite academics. The Arkansas Executive Prep Academy provides the flexibility and schedule that families need. To register or apply, contact us at 501-215-3209. The Arkansas Executive Prep Academy will open on August the 12th for our first day of school. Our open house will be on August 6th from 4 to 7 p.m. We look forward to seeing everyone there. Arkansas Executive Prep Academy is a tuition-free public charter school. This ad was 100% funded by the $2 million grant from the U.S. Department of Education Charter School Programs awarded to Arkansas Executive Prep Academy. Find us at 501 North Main in Harrison.
You're listening to Halftime Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Take it from Arkansas greats, Joe Klein and Pat Bradley.
The big national sports apps are now in Arkansas, taking over Oaklawn and Bentley, which are no longer local.
Making Bet Saracen the only real local app.
Still Arkansans' fan fave.
Plus, Bet Saracen is still the official sports betting app of many of the state's colleges and universities.
Bet Saracen, built by Arkansans for Arkansans.
Bet with Arkansans. Bet with Bet Saracen.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
For 250 years, America has been a story of courage, innovation, and possibility. From generation to generation, we've worked, dreamed, and built together, guided by freedom. This year, we honor our past, embrace our future, and look ahead with pride. Happy 250th, America. This message courtesy of Advanced Mechanical Performance. Metal Mart. Come get you some, and the tackle box.
Top CDL Academy is a licensed Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that provides the federal required training to obtain both Class A and Class B CDL licenses. Our program provides assistance with employment after graduation. We have finance and grant options available. Students straight out of class have started new careers earning $70,000 to $140,000 per year, and training is provided for all 50 states. Call today, 479-632-1050. COP CDL Academy.
Locally owned Lumber One can handle all of your building needs. They've built their business on having great relationships with everybody from contractors and builders to the everyday build-it-yourself. Lumber One is a full-line door shop to handle all of your door, window, and trim needs. And along with lumber, roofing and drywall products, attic wall and floor insulation is available. Lumber One also does blueprint takeoff with access to design services with estimates available. So go where the pros go. Lumber One, located on Industrial Park Road in Van Buren.
Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
The best Tex-Mex and even better service is at Joe's Grill and Cantina in Fort Smith. Every day, Joe's Grill makes fresh from scratch salsas, queso dip, and guacamole with crispy warm chips to start your meal. Plus fajitas, enchiladas, tacos, burritos, and more that will make your experience one you won't forget. Great Tex-Mex and even better service. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Oh, I love the way you dance. Oh, how you move your face. How you turn your head. How you look me in the eyes, my girl.
Make sure to follow Halftime on X at Hit That Line AR and on Facebook and Instagram at Hit That Line. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Let's get back to the show with Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
Walking up there, shaking the commissioner's hand, that's every kid's dream, so they're excited it came true. To all the young kids out there, always dream, stick with your craft, and just stay in the gym for sure. My name is Darius Lacob Jr., and I've just been drafted to the NBA.
Welcome back to halftime. I want to talk about Darius. Did you guys see the video of when he landed in Sacramento in the plane? And there were a lot of fans that had come out to the airport.
Already, yeah.
And this is when you know that there are just some guys who are a lot more mature for their age and older for their age. And I think that Darius holds himself in that category. When he got off the plane and into the car, walking through the airport, he came in, and some guys will just wave or like say hello to a couple people, then go. He walked through and shook every person's hand that had come and congregated at the airport to welcome him to Sacramento. And I think that speaks volumes of just who he is and the responsibility he sees now as a part of the Kings organization.
I agree with you. I think what's the old saying? They're like, if you wait by the river, the bodies will float to the top. Like your character shows who you are. And from day one, how are you not a Darius Acuff fan? If he was a little bit taller, probably would have been the number 1 overall pick in the draft, honestly. Like if he was 6'6", he would have been the number 1 pick in the draft. I think the Kings got a steal. I think back to another guy they drafted from Weber State, Damian Lillard. And that's kind of below the rim player, can dunk. Doesn't mean you're but can shoot it. And the thing that Damian Lillard did, he made the right play, man. He knew how to make the moment wasn't too big. And I see that with Acuff. You you think about watching Acuff at Arkansas last year, and just talk about his last 4 minutes in the basketball game. Like the last 4 minutes of the first half or the second half, it was like he was making big shots. He was making a defensive play. He was doing a little bit extra because he gets it. I mean, I'll always be an Acuff fan.
A lot of people critical a little bit of how far he dropped, quote
Was he
unquote,
7?
right?
Is that where he went, 6 or 7?
Yeah, to Sacramento. You know, but do you think that's warranted? I don't necessarily know if there was anyone above him that I could sit there and say, man, that was probably a bad pick. So I just think it fell the way that it needed to fall.
AJ DeBansa and Darian Peterson, I think that was 1, 2. Cameron Boozer that went 3. That's a guy that can never be the best player on the team if you want to win. But you know what? If he's the second or third best player on your team, he's a really good number 2. I kind of put him as like a Wes Welker. He's like a slot receiver.
Man, that was like a dagger to the heart.
Oh, was Wesy? Was he a Miami guy?
Remember? Do you remember why, Matt? All he did was return punts and kickoffs, and he just wasted talent in Miami, and then gets traded to New England and becomes the Wes Welker we know today. Thanks for bringing that up.
I think Keaton Wagler, the guard out of Illinois, to me, that would have been my number 1 overall pick, and he went 5. So, you know, it's kind of how are you evaluating talent. My favorite player in the draft was Keaton Wagler, so I'll see how he goes. But then, you know, Nate Ament, I thought that was a steal at 13, and I thought the very last pick in the first round kind of reminds me of Lamar Jackson. You remember when the Ravens traded back in to take him with the last pick in the first round? I think Coy Pete's going to be a beast, man.
So I have a question, for both of you guys, and I'd love to pick your brains and chime in, too, on the text hotline with your opinions. I've had this conversation, and you look at how many former Razorbacks are in the NBA right now, and it's really cool to see, right? So you have Isaiah Joe, who was with the Thunder. Jalen Williams is there. Moses Moody is at Golden State. You've got Bobby Portis, who's now down in Miami. Daniel Gafford is with Dallas.
Dallas now? Okay,
He's with Dallas. You've got Jordan Walsh, who's part of the Boston organization. Nick Smith. Nick Smith
Anthony Black with Orlando.
Anthony Black's in Orlando. Nick Smith is
Portland.
Is
that
he
what we
Portland?
talked about?
Smith and Aduthiero out in Los Angeles.
Oh, they're
with
the
Lakers.
Lakers.
That's right. So you've got all these guys, and they've all kind of are role guys. There hasn't really been a former Razorback who has been a poster for an organization.
Joe Johnson, best, I guess,
Joe
maybe?
Johnson would be the only one. Like the face of an organization. Can Darius Acuff be a face of an organization?
That's a great question, Alyssa, and I think that's why, you know, that you have GMs and you have scouts. I think Anthony Black is trying to do that, what you're talking about. Can Acuff be the dude? I think so. I do. At the small sample size we saw in what we saw, what's not to like about him? I love that he's humble because, man, like life comes and there's no reason to act like you're better than anybody. Go put your work in. And that's what you want in a point guard. You want him to be, I don't know if it's company man type thing. You just, hey, man, do what you do because there's something about being a quarterback. There's something about being a point guard. You don't have to, however you lead is fine. But what you have to do when you're a leader is be authentic. And that's what I think. You don't have to, if you're not a talker, if you're not a rock, don't be a talker. You know, everybody's watching him. And I think he's handled it with grace. And I've been impressed with how Acuff has handled it.
There's two different ways to be that face of a franchise, right? Like you can be a guy who is great with the community and the media and you win them over that way, right? With a little bit of showmanship, but you're still really, really good on the court. And then there are guys who just let their play speak for them. And you mentioned not having to talk so much, but being a guy who goes out there, who puts up 40 a night, right? And you've become a face of a franchise. I think Darius Acuff is going to be more like that. He's going to be a little bit more of a guy that he's not going to say much. He's not going to go out there and be super flashy, but he's going to show up to work every single day, and the team is not the team without him. I think he can be that player. I don't know if it's with Sacramento. I don't know if it's this first time around.
He's getting his feet wet this time. Is
it with the next team?
I think, yes. Like a Jalen Brunson maybe type thing. I'm with you, Alyssa, 100% there.
DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Russell Westbrook, also on that Sacramento Kings
Malik Monk,
roster.
is that on
yeah,
that?
well,
is he on the
no longer, but
Okay.
he's. Excuse me. Yeah, he's right there. Malik Monk, also Keegan Murray. So some pretty talented guys. I know they're really heavy on Sabonis, Domantas Sabonis.
that dude's a
So
beast. I
there's
like
a lot
him.
of there's
I
a lot
like
of
him.
alpha dogs kind of standing in his way of being the face of that franchise. But Alyssa, to your point, a couple of years to grow and maybe a second contract with a different team as a promising young guard that can lead a team, and then he gets in a more advantageous situation. I could definitely see that happening, Alyssa.
Well, anything we do or don't know, he'll be back at Arkansas for some games when he can be. So I know Razorbacks fans excited. Darius Acuff going to make some mentions for sure when he is back in the state of Arkansas at some games, because he will be. He's going to be in the gym. He's going to be hanging out. And it was just really cool to see that video and watch him play from afar. And I'm excited to see where his career goes. I just think it's exciting that Arkansas has so much
There's a lot of talent.
names right now in the NBA. Like, it's really cool to see.
What about, did you see James Harden's not going to re-up there at Cleveland? Is that a good thing for Malik Thomas?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Sure.
Kind of maybe gives him a help to get on the floor a little bit. But.
Proved to everybody why he should have been first round.
Hey, you got to have a chip on your shoulder for whatever. I always go back to Drew Brees, man. Drew Brees is like, he was in a first-round pick, and he said he carried that with him forever. It's like you got to have whatever, if it's false or if it's true, you got to have a reason to believe.
We do. All right, real quick, going to go to the hotlines before we take a break. Brent in Kentucky. Matt, got a question for you. We're going to let him throw it at you.
Hey, I'm doing great. Melissa, you bring great energy to this. And what's great about this time of year? Arkansas is undefeated in football. So I want to own that.
That is true.
But I got a question. For number 9. Matt, if Quinn Grovey's highlight film could have the music of Quinn the Eskimo, what music should be applied? And I know you're humble, you don't like talking about this. What highlight film music should be applied to number 9? Would it be like Kryptonite by Three Doors Down, or Freak on a Leash by Korn, or what do you think?
It'd be Hey Jealousy by the Gin Blossoms.
Yes. That is a phenomenal song.
I like all those songs you said, though. That was cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, 2 quarterbacks I always loved to watch. I loved all the Razorback quarterbacks. But watching you and Quinn, I think you got something in common. You're just winners.
Well, I agree with you on this. So Quinn, I've talked with Quinn, let's say 7, 8, 9 times or whatever. There's just something about Quinn that I absolutely adore and love. He's a better human than you can even think of. He's always been cool to me. I will always be a Quinn Grovey fan.
Quinn's one of the best. He really is. All right, if your Razorback closet needs an update, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies, polos. They're all selling fast. You got to get ready for the fall. It's almost that time of the year. You got to look good when you're out there tailgating. Go to Roback.com. Check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. That's RUSH26 for 20% off. Roback, where action meets comfort.
Alyssa, I am a huge fan of yours. Listen, I'm going to have to change my time slot. This is Alyssa's show now.
This is halftime.
For 250 years, America has been a story of courage, innovation, and possibility. From generation to generation, we've worked, dreamed, and built together, guided by freedom. This year, we honor our past, embrace our future, and look ahead with pride. Happy 250th, America. This message courtesy of Chuck Fawcett Realty, Edwards Auto Sales, Valley Family Dental, and Crabtree RV.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When I'm in the mood for something sweet and hot, do I wait hoping my husband walks in dressed in tight tennis shorts and a dozen roses? No, I hit Hardee's for the new made-from-scratch hot honey biscuit. That crispy chicken, that hot honey, and that sweet prize. Just $3.99 for a limited time. Or that hand-breaded hot honey chicken sandwich with crispy bacon and melted Swiss on a brioche bun. Hardee's new hot honey menu. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included. Not valid for use within a combo or in combination with any other offer or discount.
Hey, Fort Smith, your next great fishing story starts at the brand new Bass Pro Shops outpost on Bass Pro Drive, just off of Rogers Avenue. Step inside and discover the Pradco store within a store, where you can design a custom autograph lure from iconic shapes like the Head and Spook, Cotton Cordell Redfin, and many others. Add your name, a message, or whatever sparks your imagination. Whether you're gearing up for the water or grabbing a one-of-a-kind gift, it's all happening now at the Bass Pro Shop outpost. Come make something unforgettable.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with a CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
Did your vehicle get some dents and dings during the recent hailstorms? If so, you don't have to wait months to get it repaired. Evans Body Shop has appointments available now. Our on-site paintless dent repair team is ready to work for you. As always, we offer a lifetime warranty on our painted and paintless dent repair and a complimentary interior detail. Check out our Facebook and website for before and after pictures, reviews, and more. Call or come in today for your appointment, and you'll see why we say
Evans Body Shop, where we meet the nicest people by accident.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hotling, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
Feel the pop, feel the terror, feel the pain, it's driving me insane.
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Wrapping up our first hour here of halftime, Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, and Colton Little with you. And of course, we have Cecil on the line. We're going to get to Cecil. Hello. Happy Monday.
Hola. How y'all doing?
¿Cómo estás?
All right. I just wanted to say something about my homeboy, Isaiah. One thing about Oklahoma City and Sam Presti, when he get rid of you, you're still worth a lot. Because they're a small market, and the numbers have to be under the radar, and that's just the way it is. He keeps a lot of young players in there. They be good, all of them be good. But he actually did Isaiah a favor by going to Detroit. Detroit's gonna love him up there, and his minutes will definitely go up. They said he'll be getting 25, but he might be getting more than that because he's lethal out there, and Detroit definitely needs him. So if he can come in and hit 19, I've seen him do it numerous times. He hit 20 points in one quarter. So if he's playing a full game, he's playing a whole game. You know, they rest you up like the starters. like in 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, they'll go out the game, and then they'll come back in the next quarter, 7 minutes. So if he getting time like that, just starting, I mean, he probably would start because they getting rid of oh boy, out of what's his name? He went from Miami to out there, but he's supposed to be elite. What's his name?
Duncan Robinson, is that who you're talking about?
Duncan Robinson, yeah. He ain't nothing like Isaiah. Isaiah numbers, he's been shooting a great 40-something, like 42% his whole career. That's saying something. So Sam did him a favor, and he's going to do really well. I think he's going to be really paid. And Darius, that's just like, I hope Darius don't get stuck like some of the players that went to Sacramento and never left. I hope he just, do a year or two and then gone on to a big market because he's something special to watch. But yeah, that's about all I had to say. I had to jump on. I love y'all. Y'all know that. And I got to get out in the sun and hang this sign. You got to get that bag. Them bills don't stop. Hey, y'all have a blessed day. Thank you.
Cecil.
You too, Cecil. Thanks for calling. I agree. Isaiah Joe needs to be on a roster. That makes him be on the floor.
And you look at what's his role. The thing about it, you talk about a good teammate, man. Like, just what is his role? Are you going to be the sixth man? Are you going to have to start a little bit? I think he's comfortable with either way. You'd like for him to be a little more physical on the defensive side, but when it comes to offense, dude's got a shot, man.
He does.
They're like, if you were to say top 20 shooters in the NBA, I think you could put Isaiah Joe in that group.
Yeah, such a good kid too, and just everyone loves him. Everyone loves to be around him. Like you said, as a teammate, I went to my first Thunder game in February. Got to hang out with some of those guys afterwards and say hey to my guy Jalen Williams. But Isaiah was there too and said hello to him. But he was taking photos with fans after the game on the court. That's just the kind of guy he is, and so really hoping that he gets an opportunity to show off what we all know. How he can shoot the basketball in a little bit more of a consistent role. All right, hour number 1 of halftime in the books. We are going to take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Keep rolling on here for a little bit.
We got about
just kidding.
4 seconds.
No,
I think at the 06.
I lied.
I think at the 06.
I told Colton anytime that I do something wrong, just throw something at me.
Well, and that's true.
I made it an hour without a mistake.
Brazil and Japan are about to start, so we'll just continue with that right now. But it's right here at the noon o'clock hour. Talk about being at work with these awesome people and then getting to watch a World Cup soccer. Like, today's the best day ever.
I'll put it on the TV for you, Matt.
I was about to say, that would be great.
Fort Smith, your next great fishing story starts at the brand new Bass Pro Shops outpost on Bass Pro Drive, just off Rogers Avenue. Step inside and discover the Pradco store within a store, where you can design a custom autographed lure from iconic shapes like the Head and Spook, Cotton Cordell Redfin, and many others. Add your name, a message, or whatever sparks your imagination. Whether you're gearing up for the water or grabbing a one-of-a-kind gift, it's all happening now at the Bass Pro Outpost. Come make something unforgettable.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with a CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
Looking for a career with a company built to last? At Forsgren, we've been shaping the future of the River Valley since 1936. Nearly 90 years of excellence, innovation, and family-driven leadership. From sidewalks that still stand today to major infrastructure projects across the region, our legacy is built on quality and community. Apply now at goforsgren.com. Join the Forsgren legacy, where your work becomes part of something lasting. Forsgren, building the foundation of the River Valley for 4 generations. Apply now at goforsgren.com.
We're all looking for a deal right now. Listen up. I've got one for you. Hey, this is Todd Richardson for Papa's Pub and Pizzeria. Who's back home this summer? College night is Wednesday night at Papa's Pub and Pizzeria. Show your college ID and get 20% off all food purchases, not including alcohol. U of A, UCA, UFIS, it doesn't matter. Take 20% off your food bill. Gather your roommates and head to Papa's Pub this Wednesday. Great food shouldn't break the student budget. Papa's Pub and Pizzeria, 508 Garrison Avenue in downtown Fort Smith. The best darn pizza in Fort Smith, perhaps the world.
Don't spend another summer wrestling with an old mower. Upgrade to a Hustler from WT Equipment and mow with confidence. For a limited time, get 0% financing for up to 48 months on select Hustler models. With commercial-grade performance, legendary durability, and warranties ranging from 3 to 5 years, there's never been a better time to buy. Stop by WT Equipment in Springdale, Rogers, Berryville, or Searcy, or you can visit them online. WTEquip.com today.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, we're looking at a bounty of sunshine. Our high this afternoon will be into the lower 90s. Later on tonight, mainly clear, and overnight low will drop down into the mid 70s. Tuesday, we're looking at blue sky and sunshine, a high in the low to mid 90s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
This weather information is brought to you by The Solid Rock, your source for inspirational gifts, home decor, women's boutique items, personalized
KERX
Bibles,
Paris
and
Fort
more.
Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 68 days.
The referee looks at his watch, and that's half time. Broadcasting on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Said you had very motivational words at halftime.
Oh, intermission. No, it's halftime.
All right, hold on. It's almost halftime.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
That's a W. That's E1. That's E1. That's a W. How many people need a W tonight?
Sports talk that doesn't sound like everyone else.
There's a formula to win here at Arkansas.
Let me see a little bit of heart. And you're talking about toughness. A little bit of toughness, a little bit of heart. Going to make things feel a whole lot better.
Matt, you're my favorite Arkansas Razorback. Love your show. Matt, you're one of my all-time Razorback heroes. What up, Alyssa? Welcome to the halftime show. It's my favorite.
Thank you.
The Hit That Line show.
It's halftime with Alyssa Orange.
You guys are going to notice I talk way too much, and you're probably going to have to tell me to be quiet.
Colton Little.
Colton Little.
And Razorback legend Matt Jones.
It's vintage Matt Jones.
Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. This is halftime.
Oh, it sure is. Welcome back. 12:01, 1 minute past the noontime hour here on ESPN Arkansas. Halftime, Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, Colton Little here with you now on halftime. It's time for our Today in Review. We typically do it there at the end of the first hour, but we had to talk.
I
to
talk too
Cecil.
much.
No, we had to.
We
talk
told
to
you.
Cecil.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's not. I promise you. When it comes to Cecil, that's not. It wasn't on you. Cecil had to get his. He said he has to get his talking in. That's what he said when he called me on the phone. So
deal.
Had to make sure he got his talking in. And good points. Always love to hear what he has to
Cecil's
say
the
about
man.
the
I
hometown.
I like it when Cecil calls.
Love me some Cecil. Hey, guys, time for our Today in Review. We do it every single day here on halftime. It is Monday, June the 29th. Alyssa's first show. Everybody say, welcome, Alyssa. Welcome, Alyssa.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Today in Review. Everybody ready? Some historical events, Matt, World Cup news. Brazil, led by Pele in 1958, beat Sweden 5-2 in Stockholm to become the first team to win the World Cup outside of its home continent. 1963, the Beatles' first #1 single, From Me to You, hits the UK charts. This is an interesting one. In 2000, Eminem's mother goes to court claiming defamation of character in a $10 million civil suit after taking exception to the line, "My mother smokes more than I do," from her son's single, "My Name Is." And then in 2022, Earth's record records its shortest day ever. It was 1.59 milliseconds faster than a standard day. Matt, we were talking about this guy earlier from Curb Your Enthusiasm, Richard Lewis, born today in 1947. One of my favorite broadcasters. They always used to tease him for his beautiful and multicolored jackets. Craig Sager, born today in 1951, a reporter for CNN TBS. Hey, we mentioned this guy earlier, a type of a face of a franchise guy from the Razorbacks, Joe Johnson. ISO Joe, born today in 19...
Happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday to ISO Joe.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey, yeah. I also saw where, there was just this mixtape of Joe Johnson isolation moves. It was 35 minutes long. put it on for my little guy the other day. He watched about 17
If
minutes.
you're a basketball player, watch Joe. You watch, yes.
You want to know
watch
how to get a
Joe
bucket?
Johnson.
Yeah, you
Watch
want to
what
know how to
Joe
get a
Johnson
bucket?
is. Yeah.
Put the Joe Johnson tape on. Hey, Born Today, one of my favorites on SNL today. Probably going to be the future Lorne Michaels, 1982 host of Weekend Update, Colin Jost. Born today.
Love him.
Yeah,
Happy
do love a good Colin
birthday.
Jost. He's a very beautiful wife too. So
Hi,
some guys get all
That's
the love.
accurate.
Some people
guys
get lucky.
Very
right?
true.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy also was born today in 1991. Some big trade rumors surrounding him. The Claw, Kawhi Leonard, born today in
I
1991.
heard he's going back to Toronto.
There's rumors that it could be Toronto, or he could be teaming up with some old Toronto top brass in Dallas.
Man,
Team Maverick probably just chomping at the bit for that one.
Kawhi had a time period. You can't even. He was the best two-way player in the game for a little. He's getting a little older, but he's still yes.
Boardman,
I want Kawhi Leonard on my team.
Boardman did indeed get paid. Now, whether or not that was all up to snuff. Do you remember the stuff with Steve Ballmer and the tree money?
Well,
that was not good.
yeah,
but he's apparently cleaned and scrubbed himself of all that stuff. Also born today, Matt, you'll know this guy. 2003 English footballer Jude Bellingham.
Hey,
born
Jude.
today. Hey, Jude. National days today. National Camera Day, National Waffle Iron Day, and National Darts Day. You guys any good at darts?
I used to be in college.
Yeah.
That's all we did at the dive bar at Ken's down in Tallahassee.
You know what we need right there?
A dartboard?
Oh, my goodness.
Dartboard?
I will crush you guys. At
No, you wouldn't.
I believe
I bet I could beat you in
that.
301.
Oh,
I bet I could.
See, I grew up with a dartboard in my room. This may be some really stiff competition.
Double in, double out.
You're about to
tacos
pull
on
that
the
like
line.
Ted Lasso scene on us, aren't you?
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Oh, it's like,
I'm
yep.
not left-handed. Oh, that's such a good scene. That's
It's probably one of the best.
I don't know. I appreciate the fact that both you guys are a little competitive. I'm a little competitive too.
Let's do it.
No, hey, I can
We'll
bring that
get one.
dartboard.
We'll
up
keep
there.
notes.
We'll get one.
We'll get a
We
dartboard
probably,
right here.
probably, I'm sure that we don't want any of us
We
to
need a
lose an
dartboard
eye first week on the job. We'll have to get the magnetic one, probably.
No,
The line right
we're
there
grown
where
ups.
the door is right there. That's the perfect line. I mean, that's the good. As long as we're all hitting from the same spot,
We have to mark off the proper paces. It has to be properly measured.
You think I can ask Tommy? For
I
that?
solemnly
Like,
swear to not put holes in the wall. Right?
We'll put it right there in front
At
of the
least not on
TV.
purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That'll bring it up for your Today in Review. We do it every single day right here on Halftime. How about that? National Waffle
Well
Iron
done.
Day, too.
Well done. Hey, you want to know a fun fact about me?
I would love to.
Massive Eminem fan.
See, I saw you smile when I read that.
And I
heard you-
laughed.
heard
I
you
laughed for
giggle.
two reasons. One, because it reminded me of the Eminem poster I had on my wall. And two, I laughed because he turned around and said, "Okay, Mom," and wrote "cleaning out my closet."
Yeah.
You think this is bad? You get a whole song.
I love it.
So could you
I love
spit
Eminem.
every single word to My Name Is? I almost guarantee it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
going to do that,
can't play
but
him on-
I
we can't play him on
could. I could. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Well done, Colt.
Thank you.
I love
He's
that.
got that bit, and then we do this halftime hypothetical that I really like.
I know, I'm excited about that.
And then we get 3 up, 3 down coming up in the next segment.
I know.
Yeah, we
Dr.
got a good
Liggett will
show
be here,
today.
and I'm
Yeah.
really excited.
Is he coming in? He's not coming.
I
in.
think
No,
we
I
have to
took
get
his
him on the
chair. He's gonna have to call from
Oh.
now on. I know. Well, not from now on.
But
At some
today.
point,
Today.
yeah. I'll be in the Springdale studio
He's a
in
gentleman.
Northwest Arkansas,
He's a
and he'll come in.
gentleman.
And
He
he's
makes room.
also a
He's got a
Dolphins
good
fan.
spirit.
He
And the
is.
three of us would just overpower you,
Yeah.
Matt.
Usually when you have more than
We
one-
would. There'd
You
be
know
so
what?
much Dolphin
I'll
fandom
get-
in this studio, we'd
I'll take
convert
the
you.
segment off.
Yeah.
I like the Dolphins.
Well, usually when you have 3 or more Dolphins fans in one place, they just call that Alcoholics Anonymous. That's not a
I'm
but,
surprised Tuna hasn't called in today.
Me too. He must be at work or something, inundated with tuna duties, whatever that may be.
Well,
Whatever that
you know
may
what
be.
I do?
What?
I do like Bath Makeover right now, and they
Ooh,
got the
big sale.
66. Yes, thank you, Colton. They got the 60-60-60. See, I always get a little cringy when I'm talking 666, but they got a 60-60-60 sale. And so you can clean yourself off in the shower, make sure you can wash yourself of all that. Ask about their 60-month financing. They have senior and military discounts. They have a $60 Visa gift card when you purchase a bathtub or shower. You also get a $50 Walmart gift card with a free in-home estimate, expert installation in as little as 1 day. That's my favorite thing, man. They're going to come to your place, they're going to hook you up, and they're not going to drag it out and be there 3 weeks. They're going to make sure they take care of you. They're serving the entire state of Arkansas. And if you want to check out one of their showrooms, I know I'm a hands-on person. I like to just, you peruse the internet, but you want to go see the showroom. Little Rock, Harrison, El Dorado, right there. El Dorado or El Dorado? Am I saying that right?
El Dorado.
If you're
Okay, El
from
Dorado.
Arkansas, it's El
That's-
Dorado.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We can have a whole conversation on that too.
Is it Bass or Boss? Yeah, it's like 1-800-NEW-BATH. give them a shout. 1-800-NEW-BATH.
I think I can clarify this whole
Tomato,
pan
tomato,
situation.
caramel, caramel. Is it pecan or pecan?
Caramel is the candy. Caramel is the place.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Carmel, like Mount Carmel or Carmel. That's
No,
that's
it's
like
caramel.
a biblical place. Yeah, Carmel.
No, it's
caramel is the candy.
No. Okay.
See, there we go. I love it. I love it.
No.
There we go.
Are you saying pan or
Yeah.
Pam?
It's
Pan,
also-
pan. I can clarify this whole Pam situation.
It's also pecan.
Now the suits seem
Now-
kind of screwed up.
Now it
And end of discussion. Reminder that all of our guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Join us, call us, have some conversation with us. We would love to have you. And of course, right after this, we're going to have Dr. Charles Liggett join us for our 3 Up, 3 Down after the break.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
I love Arkansas. I love everything. Yeah, give me that thing, yeah.
Your home for every Razorback football game.
College to midfield, the 40, the 30, college at the 20, to the 10, to the 5, to the pylon. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Only on ESPN 95.3.
When it comes to what's in your bag, size matters. Only Hardee's lets you choose from full size.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
A dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with. I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for. Only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com. RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May
#1 in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region, 7 of the last 8 years.
Call Brad Howe in Van Buren or call Ryan Hughes in Fort Smith.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
I was slipping in the darkness. When they took my friend away. You know you the moon.
Find Halftime on 93.7 in Northwest Arkansas, 95.3 in Fort Smith and the River Valley, 96.3 in Hot Springs and Central Arkansas, 104.3 in Harrison and Mountain Home, and everywhere on hitthatline.com. Join the conversation. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Now, here's Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
Welcome back to Halftime. Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, and Colton Little with you. And, of course, our Lewis Automotive Group Hotline. And we are joined by Dr. Charles Liggett. Hello. How are you?
Doing great. How are you guys doing?
I'm so sorry I took your chair. Thanks for calling in today.
That's all right. Happy to do it.
Yeah.
Glad you're there.
How was your weekend?
Oh, we had a great weekend. What didn't do a whole lot. We kind of hung out, watched a little soccer, cooked a little bit, hung out at the pool.
I got to hang out with Dr. Charlie a little bit. He came by the house and we got in the pool and then we watched a little bit.
So that's why he watched soccer, because he was hanging with you.
Well, you know, that's probably.
Well, hey, you know what? Regardless of how you were able to watch just some really good action overall. Are you enjoying the World Cup?
Yeah, it's really fun watching it with somebody who knows what they're talking about. And you can say, hey, this guy plays for so-and-so, and he's really good. So Matt kind of tells me what's going on and who's who and stuff like that. So that makes it a lot more enjoyable for me.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm watching the World Cup all wrong then. I'm watching it by myself, just absolutely confused, but just in awe of the athleticism.
They're like ninja ballerinas.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they do half this stuff. Or they read the field. I'm not, I'm a sports person, and I'm just like, man, the field vision that these athletes have is incredible.
And the endurance, like that. How many miles are they running? Like 20,
6 to 7
15?
miles per game. Yep.
And that is why I didn't play soccer, y'all.
There
it is.
No kidding.
That right there. You know what? I had to run from home plate to first base, and that was it.
Yep.
That was it. I could do that, no problem. I could do that, no problem. All right, here we go. 3 up, 3 down. This is my first one, so I hope I pass. But I'm excited.
No wrong answers.
No wrong.
Okay.
Yep, that's right.
No
Okay.
wrong.
All right, let's do it.
Dr.
All right.
Liggett usually leads us off.
Let's go, Doc.
Fantastic.
Okay, so for my first up, I did see some stats from some ex-Razorback baseball players from over the weekend, and thought it was pretty cool. Looked like everybody's doing pretty good. Ben McLaughlin was 2 for 4. I think this is Saturday stats, maybe. He was 2 for 4 with the home run. Caden Wallace was 1 for 3. I've heard Caden Wallace has been tearing it up, too. And I had a stat from Jared Sprague-Lott a couple weeks ago, and he was 2 for 3 with 2 walks and 3 runs scored. And Mason Molina threw 6 2/3 with no runs and 6 strikeouts. And Christian Fouch threw 3 innings, gave up no runs, no hits, and 5 Ks. So love seeing ex-Hogs in pro ball doing good. Okay,
That's
and so
great.
for my first down, Alyssa, I want you to help me out on this.
Okay.
So this is a weird offseason. A lot of times being a Dolphins fan, offseason is the best season. But
Preach.
So this is the first year that I can remember when I have no idea at all. I mean, it's intriguing and it's mysterious because we've got new players involved. We've got John Eric Sullivan at GM and Jeff Halfley as coach. I think the expectations are low. You know, they had a lot of salary cap issues, so they were able just to sign a lot of the lower end, quote unquote, lower end free agents, league minimum type deals. What do you think about this season? It's just so hard for me to know.
Yeah, and maybe, ignorance is bliss, right? Maybe that's what we need, is we don't need to know. I know that Devon Achane is still on the team, and I'm pretty sure Malik Willis is the quarterback.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Right? Unless he got fired after that first
time. It works every time. Yeah.
First pitch.
If Quinn Ewers beats him out, then I think
And
the
then we're
Dolphins
done.
are in a lot of trouble.
And I'm going to just go join my son with the Baltimore Ravens. That's what I'll do. I'm going to take a year off. But yeah, no, honestly, I think that, and maybe Colton agrees too, I just think that at this point, we're just going to sit back and see what happens.
It's best if you two don't know. Don't do too much research, because then you'll get your hopes up, or you'll start to
just get
believe,
really
or
sad.
you'll try and find silver linings. And I can tell you right now, there are no silver linings.
You'll shed tears because you know no one on the roster.
Look forward to a high draft pick next year.
Okay. All right. So my first up is a meme, a GIF. Y'all are really gonna have to tell me what the difference is because I don't know, but it's fine. Sophie. Sometimes I'm not old. And then I'm old and I say things like that. The Sophie Cunningham meme that's been going around Twitter. Does everyone know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Everyone know who Sophie Cunningham is with the pointing. First and foremost, I loved her when she played at Missouri. She was so fun to watch when they came down and played Arkansas. But that might have made the internet a better place. And it just makes me happy. And seeing everyone use that meme, that made me really, really happy. So that's my first up. My first down, I'm going to go with baseball. I'm sorry, but like Shohei Ohtani and Dalton Rushing just need to get over themselves. This whole beef between the two of them and everyone making it bigger than it should be and all of these things. So Shohei.
Is that the catcher?
Yes. The Dodgers catcher, Dalton Rushing, was catching. Will Smith was not in, and Shohei was pitching, and there was some miscommunication, and they had a meeting, and there were things that were said, and some people said Shohei was just like, you need to catch, like, do your job, basically. And so Shohei then goes into the dugout, and there's video of like Freddie Freeman consoling Dalton Rushing because he was upset. It was like a whole and it just keeps, and it's just, as a Dodgers fan's like, guys, just move on. So I'm really over the Shohei Ohtani Dalton Rushing beef. Just move on.
John Boy broke that down pretty good.
Yeah.
If there's a video.
Okay, I need to watch it and then move on.
All right, my first up goes to the 3 Razorbacks that were drafted in the NBA, and I know what a special day that is. It's really one of the coolest days ever. You know, they got drafted, and I'm always going to be an A-Cuff fan. I'm always going to be a Brazil fan. I'm always going to be a Malik Thomas fan. Wishing those guys nothing but the best. I know it's special for them. My first down goes to ALS. I don't know if Alyssa kind of brought it to my attention a little bit earlier today, but I saw the deal on, what was it, YCK? Like, you know, Chris Johnson went for 2,000 yards.
Baby.
Yeah, there you go. But, man, I don't know. It's stupid. It sucks. Whatever the things you say, it's just a bad deal, and things happen. It's a reminder. The first thing I said to Alyssa, it's a reminder every single day. Be thankful. Count your blessings. Life is short, and I'm happy to be here, and ALS sucks.
It does. Yep. Man, breaks my heart. If you haven't seen that interview with
his wife was sitting beside him,
with Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
Oh, breaks my heart.
Michael Strahan.
He's only like upper, like he's, what is he, 38 or?
Yeah, he's 30.
He's my age.
39.
He's a year or two younger than me when he got drafted. I remember. Yeah.
And so I think he was diagnosed in 2025, and it has just been so rapidly aggressive that he can't even speak. He has to use his eyes and some kind of like word detection technology to speak for him. Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
Okay, so for my second up, how about the new radio station for Northwest Arkansas for ESPN Radio going to 93.7? in Fort Smith, we know that as Kisser 93. But that's so. I'm so glad they do that, because how many times are you in Fayetteville? Like all around, the reception on ESPN radio is just so bad, and like you're leaving bomb and you can't even.
You got better.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. It's 100,000 watts. It's going to be great. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be great.
So good job, Tommy. And so for my next down, okay, so I hope that Cecil's right. I hope Isaiah Joe going to Detroit will just be more playing time, and we'll get to see him be more of a star. I hate it just personally, just selfishly, because I like him being close to home and where we can go check him out and all that. But I want what's best for him. So hopefully you guys are right, and that will be a better fit for him.
I like it. I hope so too. All right, my next up. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but I just thought it was awesome to see Darius Acuff shaking hands with every fan who showed up to his arrival at Sacramento. Obviously, he got off the plane and shook hands with all the bigwigs for the Kings, but walked over. And it's different than saying hi to a couple people and keep walking. When I say everyone's hand, it was every person's hand. Took some pictures, signed a guy's jersey, and that just really made my heart really happy. So that was one of my ups, because I think that just speaks to who he is away from the game of basketball, and how much he takes into account the responsibility he now has as a representation for that organization, to really set the tone on how he wants to be perceived from the public. And that was really cool to see. So that was my first up. And then my down, you know me, I always also keep up with the former Seminoles around here, and some of them doing some boneheaded things. Ooh. Golly, what are we doing, Malik Beasley? What are we doing? Clearly not wanting to play basketball ever again, because he is now part of the latest indictment of round of charges for a gambling investigation. He didn't play this past season because of some gambling allegations, and sure enough, he is, I know.
But this is the bad stuff. This is like being accused of point shaving, right?
Yes, point shaving. It's not great.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it says when he was playing for the Milwaukee Bucks in 2024, Beasley agreed to tailor his performance based on prop bets in certain games, according to an indictment unsealed in Brooklyn. Like, what are we doing? You have been complete. You're not a Seminole anymore. We disown you.
That's not going to end well. I don't think.
Not at all.
All right, my second up goes to, I got to play golf for a wounded veterans charity on Saturday. I got to play with a couple of my buddies, and we shot 5 under, and we won nothing, but we had a great time. We definitely were not the best. We had 0 bogeys, so that was cool. Weather worked out. It was cloudy. Man, it worked out. And my second down goes to earthquakes. Man, there's a Venezuela soccer guy that lost a couple of people in his family from an earthquake that happened over the weekend. And man, thanks again. It's like I keep saying the same thing. Be thankful. Tell somebody you love them today. Be thankful for every day above ground. All right, Doc.
All right. Okay, so I just found out this morning, you guys may have already known, but I had no idea that Arkansas has an arena football team in Hot Springs.
How about that?
They're called the Murfreesboro Diamonds. What's their name?
Arkansas Diamonds.
Arkansas Diamonds. Yeah. They've got a 9-week season. They play like May through July. I may try to go down and check out a game. I looked at the roster. I didn't know any of the guys, but the reason that I found out about them is because last night they won 68-61 over Memphis, and they stormed the field. Like it was a last-second thing, but it's got to be entertaining. I mean, I've never been to an Arena League game, but I'm
sure it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thorsby might be there next year.
If they let him.
Shoresy?
Wow. Hey.
Jameis Winston could still play. Don't give me.
Hey, you know what? If Jameis Winston showed up in Hot Springs, I would quit. I would quit, and I would just go to every game.
I love it.
He's so awesome.
He is incredible. He might be my next up, honestly. It's just the Jameis Winston content we get from the World Cup is just amazing. But
personality goes a long way.
He's incredible. But it's not. That's not going to be my next up. Honestly, it's going to be more of a personal shout out. So me and my son had a mom and son day last week, and we went bowling, and he kicked my butt.
Break 100?
He kicked my butt. I did the first time, and then I started.
That's my goal when I got to break 100.
Yeah, and if you think I'm competitive, he's worse. And he beat me in bowling, and then he even bowled a strike, not with me.
Is he a good winner or is he a bad winner?
We're learning how to lose with grace.
Okay.
And he's a good winner. We're just learning how to lose with grace. And then he bowled a strike without bumpers with my aunt and uncle over the weekend, so I was really proud of him. So
nice.
Maybe bowling is going to be his thing. And then the other down that I had on here, I know we duplicated it, but yeah, the whole just Chris Johnson thing with the ALS is just heartbreaking. Really, truly it is. And like you said, Matt, it just reminds you, he woke up one day and his arm was not as strong as it was. And all of a sudden, just like that, at a snap of a finger, you're right. Your whole world changes. And you be grateful for every single day that we wake up and get to do this.
All right, my third up goes to Victor Hovland, the Norwegian. The best center forward in the world is from Norway, Edward Halling. There's anybody who talks soccer that he is the best right now. And I picked Hovland in the last major, so it's close. But he ended up winning the playoff hole. I'm a Victor Hovland fan. I love how that dude goes about it. I don't really have a third down, so I'll just give another up, and it'll be thanks to Alyssa for joining the show and all that stuff.
Oh, thanks.
It's cool, and I'll try to not be weird about it forever again, and that way it'd be like, you know what, that was the up, man. It's I think we're gonna have a good time.
Well, thank you. That was very kind. I think we're going to have a really good time, too, especially on Mondays when Dr. Liggett joins us.
Japan just scored.
And clearly you guys hang out, too.
He's my buddy. I only have 3 buddies, and he's one of them. So, yeah.
Well, this is my last show for a little while. I take the summer off a couple weeks. And
I don't blame you.
There's not a whole lot of sports going on, a little recruiting stuff here and there. But when football season starts back, I will be back on. But it was super fun. Get to do it.
Yeah.
Glad you're on the show too. Listen.
Well, thank you. And thanks for joining us on this first Monday for you in a while.
Yeah.
So thank you. We appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Dr. Liggett, how are things going over there at River Valley Smile Center? What do you got going on?
Going really good. We're so busy right now. With one of our doctors recently had a baby, so she's out, and so we are we're getting after it, man. But we do a little bit of everything. So I had somebody say to me this weekend, I didn't know you were taking new patients. Man, we take new patients every day. So whatever your dental needs are, just something little, just a little chip here or there, or as big as full mouth reconstruction, dentures, veneers, cosmetics. We even do Botox. We do a little bit of everything. So give us a shout. Come see us. We'd love to get you fixed up.
All right, Doc, do the line, and we'll talk to you again in the fall, okay?
All right. Come see us at River Valley Smile Center. When you come here, you become family. Go Hogs.
Love Dr. Liggett. Does such a good job with those every week, too.
They're fun. I like this. We still do it, even without him?
Might.
We
Maybe.
have never done it before.
Oh, okay.
Him.
Well, I don't want to do it. I don't want to take it over. Maybe we'll change it up. Maybe we'll do like
that bit on Mondays,
like a pro con pro.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
No,
pro con pro
played
everything.
College baseball. I don't know the whole concept. You talk about being a competitor. He played college baseball, so there's something about being a competitor that you're kind of drawn to each other. So he's a.
That's awesome. Well, I enjoyed my first 3 up, 3 down segment, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Japan's up 1-0. Could be the biggest upset of the tournament.
Oh my!
Japan
The amount of excitement that just jumped out of his body.
He grew about 3 or 4 sizes. He put up straight in his chair.
My head's big enough.
I kind of got scared a little bit. It's like, oh God.
I feel unsafe now.
No. I was like, he just got so excited. I was like, oh gosh, I wasn't ready for that. 1 up on who again? Who are they playing?
It's Brazil and Japan.
Brazil, that's right.
And they got one against the run of play. It was kind of like a Paul Westphal, Phoenix Suns fast break. Bam, they were quick, and he hit one from about 20 yards. So right now, so far as the tournament, and 100% truth, this would be the biggest upset of the tournament so
All right.
far if Japan holds on.
Keep us updated. Keep us updated. We're going to take a break afterwards, guys. I want to talk a little football as we get ready for Christina Long, the editor of Hogs Illustrated, to join us at 1:30. Want to talk some football as we get ready for the season. It's talking season, but we've got a lot to say after the break. Stick around.
What's up, fellas? What's up? How you doing, Alyssa?
This is halftime.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, are you dreading a lengthy, expensive bathroom remodel? With Bath Makeover of Arkansas, you can have your dream bathroom in as little as one day. American-made baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Revolutionary laser-etched shower walls that will never chip, crack, peel, discolor, or fade. Plus, with Bath Makeover's Price Lock Guarantee, schedule your free design consultation now, and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a new bath or shower with 60-month financing options, senior and military discounts, plus receive a $60 Visa gift card with purchase, and call Bath Makeover at 1-800-NEW-BATH for a bonus $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Live in the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, serving the River Valley in Northwest Arkansas for over 70 years.
Harry Robinson Salisal Ford wants to buy or trade for your vehicle today, and they will give you top dollar. Pre-owned car values are at historic all-time highs, and your car today is worth more than it ever will be again. If you are driving a 2013 model or newer with 120,000 miles or less, bring it to Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, and they'll give you more than any other dealer. Even if you don't want to buy a new car, they'll still buy yours. Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com, LIMBIRD.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Girl, I remember you.
You're listening to Halftime with Alyssa Orange, Colton Little, and Razorback legend Matt Jones. Want to jump in the conversation? Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Let's get back to the show with Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
Orr sends a man in motion, calls for the snap. Miller comes off the edge. Pressure coming, wraps him up. And the ball comes loose. And the clock sounds. Memphis tries to throw it. They're still going. And that time the ball comes loose again. And Arkansas scores, and they're storming the field.
Holy cow.
Beautiful.
That sounded like it was a packed arena. That was the arena football team, the Arkansas Diamonds. And I know that Dr. Liggett talked about it, and I think that Ryan in Hot Springs wants to talk about it too. Ryan, what you got?
So I went to a game last year, and I got to say they put on a pretty good show. And I don't know if y'all realize this, but last year they actually went to the finals for that league, and they lost in the final game. But they were a pretty good squad last year. I think they didn't lose very many games and put on a good show. You know, they were the Wise Guys last year. I don't know if y'all know that. They changed their name from the Wise Guys to the Diamonds.
Little rebrand.
That's a
for 'em.
little bit of, though, the Al Capone type stuff, right? Wise Guys, Mafia type thing.
Right.
I'm with the Diamonds, so I dig it.
Yeah, I do too. And I was okay with the Wise Guys, but I didn't like the mixing of the horse with the suit. I felt like they were trying to combine two things, and it's just like be one or the other.
Anamorphosis is where you draw the line. That's what I understand.
Right. Well, like I said, but anyway, I just love that they're going viral because they're a pretty good arena league team that last year 2 or 3 I kind of kept up with them a little bit. They were kind of bad about getting behind and then having these big comebacks. The game I went to, they were down like 21 points with like 4 minutes to go, and we thought the game were over. And next thing I know, we get home and they actually wind up winning that game. So it's pedal to the metal football. There ain't no doubt about that. Before I get off, I have a question for y'all. Have any of y'all been to a Naturals game this year?
2
and
years
if so,
ago,
is
I
there
went
any
to
players?
one, so it had been a couple years ago.
Okay.
I have not.
Well,
I have not gone.
Well, I was just wanting to know if there was any players to keep an eye on, like maybe got a chance to move up or whatever. So that's what I was going to ask about. And
yeah,
delve
that's a
into
great
that.
question.
Yeah,
let me look at
roster.
let me look at their roster. Yeah, it's always funny, those minor league teams. It's all about development, and getting guys in to develop. It's not necessarily about wins and losses, but I haven't been able to take the kids out there yet, but we will. We always get to at least a game or two every summer. So we'll get out there. But looking up the Arkansas Diamonds schedule, by the way, guys, they just played the Memphis Hound Dogs. Very fitting name there. On the 27th, they're then going to play them again on the 10th in Memphis. And their next home game is July 25th against the Greenheads. What does this say? I'm trying to read these logos. The Monroe Greenheads.
Yeah.
How about
Louisiana.
that?
Yeah, that sounds very Louisiana.
Is it a duck? Is it a duck? Is that their logo?
Yeah. That went right over my head.
The mallards would
there we go. The Monroe Mallards. The alliteration would have been much better, but I'm not the one naming these teams. But that's the last home game they have, July 25th, down at Hot Springs. But man, that might be a hot ticket now if the team has gone a little viral with that play. I'm gonna need to see it.
You need one of those guys, Matt. You remember great Kentucky quarterback who you dueled off with, Jared Lorenzen.
Yes.
He had a resurgence in the Arena League for a little while.
Hefty lefty.
The hefty lefty, man.
Won a Super Bowl ring, man.
Back up for the Giants.
Talk about things that are, we keep telling everybody be thankful for every day above ground, because he definitely passed away too soon.
Yeah. That'd be a fun little trip down to Hot Springs. You can go in there, go to the bathhouses, go to Oaklawn, go see some arena football.
the massage thing, cold tub,
Yes.
hot tub, contrast, big time into stuff like that. That's the Hot Springs is perfect for stuff like that.
Yeah. Have you done one of those like red light saunas? Then you get in the cold tub, then you
have
get back
not.
in the sauna.
I've contrasted.
Oh,
before,
man,
but
yeah.
Maybe not, I don't know. You'd have
So
to.
you'd sit in like a dry. I did that once, and it was actually. I've never felt better, to be quite honest.
It takes 20 years off your life.
Yeah, I felt incredible. But you sit in a sauna, so a dry sauna. You can do the red light or not, but you sit in there for about 15 minutes, and then you get out, and then you get into the cold bath. For like I did it for like a minute. I kind of slowly because you do it back and forth for an hour.
Belly button, yeah.
And so the first time was like, you're just like, okay. But I made it a minute. Then you get back out. Then you go back in the sauna for 15. Then you get out. Then you go back. And so by the third time I got in the cold tub, I got by my shoulders. I was proud of myself. I got down to my shoulders. So, but yeah, no, I left feeling amazing. The rest of the day.
One time, Matt told me there are two types of people in the world. There are athletes, and there are people that can't put their body into a cold tub. So I was one of the people that can't put their body in a cold
context,
tub.
though. But yeah,
it was a different cold. It was a different context.
Was it like this one had ice and all that stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. I mean, this was cold. It just was, in a nice contained.
Some people get up to their neck.
Oh my gosh.
I go to my belly button.
Whew.
I can't
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm 100% believer in it. It makes
the
you
shock
feel
to the
20
system.
years younger. That's what you're doing. You're resetting your nervous system. You're flushing things out. It's so good for your body.
Yeah, I need to do it again. I have one of those pop-up steamer saunas in my garage. Have you ever done one of those?
Well,
they're nice to sit in.
We where we live right now, I get into a little bit of a bad mood, I guess, because every time I walk out of my house, I start sweating because it's 112 degrees.
Who needs a steamer sauna?
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
When you
Give
just
me a
need to walk
cold tub.
outside.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it just makes me feel a little bit better because I'm controlling my
That's-
environment instead
that's
of just
true.
walking outside and getting slapped in the face by humidity. Two very different things.
That Al Gore was right.
All right. Well, we said we were going to talk some football. So here's a quick little football news and recruiting news for you. Arkansas signing a linebacker, getting a commitment, really, not signing. They're two very different things. But getting a commitment by Bryce Breeden over the weekend. He picked the Razorbacks over Michigan, TCU, Arizona, Purdue, a whole bunch of others on Friday. 6'2", 210 out of Bridge City, Texas. And I know he had his official visit recently, so clearly it went really, really well. He's listed as a 3-star, and he's the second linebacker to pledge for the Razorbacks for this class, the 23rd commitment in the 2027 class. So out there on the recruiting trail, guys, you never really know what any of this is actually going to end up being. You don't know exactly what these classes look like. But I think from a recruiting standpoint, it's been really good to see that Silverfield really hasn't skipped a beat going out on the recruiting trail. And I think the staff is a staff that a lot of guys are like, okay, I think we could play for them.
Hey, I'm definitely giving Coach Silverfield a chance. I do like what he's been doing. I like the steps that he's made. And you're right. We don't know yet. We don't know. But what you have to do is like trust and respect it until we do know. But so right now, I'm 100% on Coach Silverfield's side. I think he's doing things the right way. I think it's worse than what we think. Whenever you go 0-8, man, it's bad. Mm-hmm. Like we're trying, because we're in the media and we're not going to talk bad about people. We're that's not our thing. But whenever you go in 0-8, man, I think it's worse than what we actually know.
Sometimes that makes it not necessarily easier recruiting because it makes it only harder
Helps
to say.
To swallow it though.
Matt, it makes you say, look, we went 0-8 in conference last year. We went 2-10. And look, there's every spot on the field's open, brother. You come on, and if you can do it. I mean, so there's playing time is an issue. You're at Arkansas. You're going to get a little bit of money if we're able to give it to you. Like you're not going to be financially hurting in any way. It's going to be competitive. He has good things that he can offer people. And like you said, he's been doing a pretty solid job. So there's been no downtick. He's been in there. He's one of the things that this coaching staff was really known for was making those relationships. They had another one of the things I watched this weekend, All Access. Ryan Silverfield was on ESPN. Quincy Rhodes talked about the fact that Silverfield was the first coach to offer him when he was at Memphis still, when Quincy Rhodes was still. So there was a relationship there. So he's really good at doing that. And not only with high school players, but also with people that can add a couple extra zeros to the end of those nice paychecks.
Yeah, absolutely. Giving him the benefit of the doubt, we've seen it, we've lived it long enough to know that you really don't know until the first game is played. And even after that first game, I don't really think you know until September's over. I'm getting some Houston Nut vibes with him though. Like I'm getting a little like just he
he's the last coach was at Georgia, so they're the haves, not the have-nots. We're the have-nots. We have to understand that we have to almost be Moneyball. We have to be Billy Bean when you're constructing an Arkansas roster and how you go about it. You don't just get to like blue chip stock throw money at the problems. You have to figure out how to do it without trying to outthink the room. So I'm getting some Houston Nut vibes so far.
Well, I've always said Arkansas is best when they have developed the talent they already have on the roster for a year or 2 years, and those guys are juniors and seniors, and they've been developed into, they come in maybe as a 2-star, 3-star, and you've developed them into what they need to be on the football field. Those are the best Arkansas teams I've covered since I've been here in 2013.
George Wilson, Tony Bua, guys like that. I was a 3-star. Guys like exactly like that and that aren't 4 and 5 stars, being able to evaluate talent. I think Silverfield has an eye for it.
Yeah, I look at the Grant Morgans of the world. You know what I mean? Like, develop guys like that have eventually become one of the best players in college football after it's all said and done. You know, one of the things, guys, some SEC win predictions came in, right? Like, everyone's now predicting what everyone's going to be right now, and I could read through this and bore you guys to tears. But here's my question after the break. I want you guys to think about it, okay? Here are the losses that everyone thinks this says. So Utah, Georgia, A&M, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Auburn, Texas, LSU. Which one of those could be a win for Arkansas? Okay? Think about it, and we're going to hit the break right after this.
Matt, you're my favorite Razorback by far. I wish we had a player on that team that had as much heart as you played with.
This is halftime.
The best Tex-Mex and even better service is at Joe's Grill and Cantina in Fort Smith. Every day, Joe's Grill makes fresh from scratch salsas, queso dip, and guacamole with crispy warm chips to start your meal. Plus fajitas, enchiladas, tacos, burritos, and more that will make your experience one you won't forget. Great Tex-Mex and even better service. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps. Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
A dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with, I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility.
Every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
X-Men's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, blazing on a sunny afternoon.
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
It is a sunny afternoon here, Matt, on this Monday. A beautiful Monday.
Hot and sunny.
No, it is hot. That hot is kind of coming here too, but we're good. We're feeling it. We're having a good time here on halftime. Thanks for joining us. 12:54 right now. Again, I proposed a question. Hey, Colton, remind me who put this out? Whose predictions
This is
were
CBS
these?
Sports from Brad Crawford.
Okay,
He
cool.
did it for every one of the SEC teams this
Fantastic. So they have Arkansas 4-8, 2-7 in league play. Those wins: North Alabama, Tulsa, Missouri, and South Carolina. The losses at Utah, Georgia, A&M, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Auburn, Texas, and LSU. And so the question I had for you guys is, when you look at that list, which one of those losses could actually be a win for the Razorbacks?
Utah, A&M. Oh, man, I like A&M. Tennessee, I like Josh Heupel. Vanderbilt, Auburn. So Auburn, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, A&M, and Utah. I think those are games we can win. I don't think we beat Texas this year. I don't think we beat Georgia this year, and I don't think we beat LSU.
Which one are you most confident in?
Well, it would just be kind of all just hypothetical type thing. Utah,
Okay.
like they just lost their coach. Their coach just left. I know they're going to be tough and all that type of thing. We're going to have a little bit the thing, and this is what my dad said. And Colton, your pops was a coach, and the first 3 games is when weird things happen. Like that's when you make the most improvements, but that's when like a punt gets blocked, or that's when something that doesn't really happen. So those first 3 games, not necessarily does the best team win, but as you get going by game 6, by game 7, you have an identity. You know who you are. Stuff like that happens. So I think if you're asking me like Utah would be the game I think that the Hawks can win.
Could be a big surprise. Colton?
I'd have to go with Auburn in this one, Alyssa. Ryan Silverfield, let's just not mince words here, folks. He's owned Alex Golish in the matchups they've had previously when they were at Memphis and USF. So I'm going to pick Silverfield as the better coach in that one. And also, I think the away team has won the Auburn-Arkansas game more often than not the last 4 or 5 years. So
I like that.
It's a pretty good pattern to follow. Hopefully that's what happens for the Razorbacks.
I think you're right. Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, I
They
feel
lost
most
their
confident
quarterback.
about.
Yeah,
Utah, it'll win, gets them to 6-6. What? Bowling? No way. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for playing. When it comes to banking, you deserve a pleasant and productive experience, one that puts you first, and that's exactly what you're going to get at Sterling Bank, your community bank right here in Northwest Arkansas, with top-notch customer service. Every transaction, guys, feels personal because they're not just your bankers, they're your friends and your neighbors. Sterling Bank, deeply committed to the people, businesses, and organizations that make NWA thrive. Their passion for growth and progress fuels everything they do. If you're looking for local-friendly banking that fits your needs, visit Sterling Bank in Fayetteville, Rogers, or Bentonville, or learn more at sterlingbank.com.
Next, embrace our future and look ahead with pride. Happy 250th America. This message courtesy of Old Fort Cards and Collectibles, West Ark Plumbing and Drain Cleaning, Golden Gym Pond, and Eastside Liquor.
When it's time to stock the bar, fill the cooler, or grab the perfect bottle, stop by River Point Wine and Spirits. You'll love our clean, organized store, full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer at the right price. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. So come stock up for game night, date night, or the weekend ahead. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits, Grand Avenue and I-540.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
Locally owned Lumber One can handle all of your building needs. They've built their business on having great relationships with everybody from contractors and builders to the everyday build-it-yourself. Lumber One is a full-line door shop to handle all of your door, window, and trim needs. And along with lumber, roofing and drywall products, attic wall and floor insulation is available. Lumber One also does blueprint takeoff with access to design services with estimates available. So go where the pros go. Lumber One, located on Industrial Park Road in Van Buren.
Drive smarter with a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle available only at Rath Auto Resources. We look all over the region for the best used cars. From there, they're inspected, reconditioned to our certified standards, and backed with a comprehensive warranty. And while the other guys might spring hundreds or even $1,000 in added fees on you at the last minute, our painless pricing and non-commissioned sales team ensure that you get a straight deal every time. Make the switch to a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, we're looking at a bounty of sunshine. Our high this afternoon will be into the lower 90s. Later on tonight, mainly clear, and overnight low will drop down into the mid 70s. Tuesday, we're looking at blue sky and sunshine, a high in the low to mid 90s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
This weather information is brought to you by The Solid Rock, your source for inspirational gifts, home decor, women's boutique items, personalized Bibles, and more.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 68 days.
The referee looks at his watch, and that's halftime.
Broadcasting on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Said you had very motivational words at halftime.
Oh, intermission. No, it's halftime.
All right, hold on. It's almost halftime.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
That's a W. That's E1. That's E1. That's a W. How many people want to do a W tonight?
Sports talk that doesn't sound like everyone else.
There's a formula to win here at Arkansas.
Let me see a little bit of heart. And you're talking about toughness. A little bit of toughness, a little bit of heart. Going to make things feel a whole lot better.
Matt, you're my favorite Arkansas Razorback. Love your show. Matt, you're one of my all-time Razorback heroes. What up, Alyssa? Welcome to the halftime show. It's my favorite.
Thank you.
The Hit That Line show.
It's halftime with Alyssa Orange.
You guys are going to notice I talk way too much, and you're probably going to have to tell me to be quiet.
Colton Little.
Colton Little.
And Razorback legend Matt Jones.
It's vintage Matt Jones.
Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. This is halftime.
Welcome back to halftime on this 1 o'clock hour here. 2 hours in, guys, to this first show on this Monday. Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, and Colton Little. It has been fun. I think I've made two mistakes.
Do it again tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I think I'll come back. I think I'll come back.
Right, fair enough,
Hey, I showed up on this Monday. You guys didn't scare me off last week, so I showed up today and made everyone happy.
So it does happen.
They tried. I got to be on Ruskin and Zach on Friday, and of course we did this Annoy Alyssa segment. But they were good. They were kind.
Good.
And asked some very nice questions. So
They can be fickle.
Yeah, they can. But they were kind and they were nice. And you know what? I got thick skin.
That's right.
I can take it with the best of them. It's been a fun Monday. We've talked about a lot. Hey, can I get a Brazil-Japan score
1-0
update?
halftime.
Still.
Second half's going to start within 3 minutes.
Okay.
Or so.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. This will be the biggest upset of the tournament if Japan beats Brazil, guys. Like it will be like Citadel beating Arkansas back in the 90s. It'd be crazy if Japan ends up winning.
So timing wise, let's do the math here, which I'm not very good at, but I know that there are 60 minutes in an hour and 45 minutes in the second half. Will we know the outcome by the end of the 2 o'clock?
Yes.
So if Matt Jones jumps out of his seat and scares the living bejesus out of me, it's because Japan won.
I'm here. I'm watching it. I'm excited. It's the we get to do this radio show, which is like the coolest job in the history of life. And then I get to watch a World Cup game while we're doing the Come on, man. Life's good today.
It is good. It's going to get better because Christina Long, the editor of Hogs Illustrated, going to join us at 1:30. Have so many questions for her, guys, about the whole stadium naming thing. And I know that was a big topic of conversation. She put out the article about the financial breakdown. So really want to pick her brain about that. Really excited for her to join us on our Lewis Automotive Group hotline at 1:30. You can also join us too, 877-377-6963. We've talked a lot, guys, about just the NBA and things that are going on right now in the basketball world. You know, Colton, let me ask you this. When you look at the NBA overall and how people, how much of it is a team-led league or a player-led league?
Well, I think we just saw a team-led league beat a player-led league for the NBA championship and the NBA finals here recently. And
maybe for the first time in a while, potentially.
Pistons, I think. Like, as far as superstars, that Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace thing, like there wasn't LeBron James or Kobe Bryant.
I think you can make an argument against that because there's been so much parity the last 8 or 9 years in the NBA with a different champion every single year, a different individual one. I think that what the Knicks showed you recently here in the beginning of June was that while they have a great player, superstar like Jalen Brunson, he's still probably not one of the pound-for-pound top 5 best players in the league. You have guys that are positionally great at what they do, like an OG Anunoby, like a Karl Anthony Towns, but when you average all of what they're kind of ranked together, it kind of comes out to where that's the best team that's in basketball right now because they play and they function as a team. So it's very interesting because the league's always going to draft stars. They're always going to want to highlight stars, and stars also are always going to be left on islands by themselves in the NBA. So that's what we don't want to see. We mentioned with Darius Acuff earlier. Cecil said, I don't want to see him in Sacramento too long. I want to see what happens to a lot of guys that go to Sacramento. So I think the league is becoming more kind of team driven right now. I mean, we see the super team that could be forming again, a bunch of old guys. It's the Depends League or whatever.
Hey, watch that word old, sir. Watch that word old. Established with all the more tenured players in the league. So it's very interesting when you put it in context of, is it a team or is it a star-driven league? Because the league's always going to highlight stars, but I think right now teams are winning championships more so than stars. Yeah, that's true. Everyone needs a supporting cast. Everyone knows that. Right now we're looking at LeBron potentially going to the Warriors. They're trying to also make a deal. You also said the Mavs, too, are a team
that was for Kawhi Leonard, so he could potentially be on the move, too. Very interesting.
How confident would you guys be, this is for both you guys, if LeBron James is your third option on your team right now?
My
don't
gosh.
you still feel pretty like you're like, man, we're really good if he's our third option playing the 4th spot?
Yes. However, then I think I could also argue, look, and LeBron's LeBron, and we all know this, right? He's going to be on the Mount Rushmore of stars. Yep. But, like, have you jumped the shark? Like, do we just need to go, watch Bronny play?
That's an interesting.
If you're the third option at that point,
is it time?
Is it time?
Well, and we talk. I know we joke and say the old guys or whatever, and I think perception is what matters. Is we look at LeBron James and we've seen LeBron James play for the last 20 years, and you're like, wow, oh my, he's not as good as it, but he's still. I think if he plays the power forward position, I think he's a top 5 player at his position.
Still.
Now at the power forward position. Now, at other positions, I wouldn't think so. Like the 1 or the 2 or 3, I'd say 5. But as the power forward position, Rasheed Wallace, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, all those guys are better than every single power forward that's in the league right now. And so it's like it's however the games evolve, the power forward position is the weakest position. It's a place where I think he can play and thrive and not have to be the number 1 option.
Yeah, I agree. You just always have that argument of how long is too long, and then at what point does LeBron James want to be, we want to talk about LeBron James for what he did over his career and not how he held on for too long.
I agree with you.
I don't know when that is. It could be after he wins a championship with the Warriors. Who knows?
That beard's getting pretty gray.
He's
getting
He has a kid, guys. He has
Yeah.
a son in the league. When was the last time that has happened in any other sport? There you go.
Yep, the Griffies.
And baseball's a little different. You can play for a while, but to have a father and a son in the league.
And that's the thing. And when we're talking and we're debating, I don't think any of us are like not acknowledging his talent or his greatness. We're just saying we're seeing it as it goes, as it comes full circle. It's kind of a full circle moment where. Okay, let me ask you guys this: how many years do you think LeBron James under 2 years for LeBron James playing in the NBA?
Under.
Same. I think I don't see him playing more than 2 more years.
You can go off and you can do your thing this year with the Splash Bros. You can have Steph Curry there. You can just dish him out assists all you want. You can team back up again with AD, have a little bit of fun, play for the Hall of Fame.
That's the best.
And they win, he's done.
Yeah, play for a
you
Hall
win
of
and
Fame
you're
coach
done.
Steve Kerr. That's it. Right
You're
off
gonna
into
pull
the
a Tom
sunset.
Brady.
Yeah.
Go win a couple championships in a new city. Remind everybody who you are, and then ride off into the sunset like Tom Brady did.
I agree with you.
Should be fun. Halftime started already, or
All right,
second
I'm
half
sorry.
started. You're good.
I'm right here now. I'm here.
I know.
1-0, 46 minutes. This is I'm a little bit distraught's not the right word, but it's a little bit shocking. I don't think you guys understand. It would be like this, Alyssa.
Okay.
It would be like if Arkansas beats Georgia in football this year. Like that's how big of an upset this is. This is if Japan holds on against Brazil, there's 43 minutes left in the game, so we got perfect timing for everything. But it's still 1-0, and I'm in shock just as much as everybody else.
Where are they playing this game?
Houston.
Can you storm the field in soccer?
That's
Has that ever happened?
Here's something that the soccer people do. When somebody does storm the field or somebody like a streaker comes through, they go to commercial or they cut away because they don't want to give you that moment.
Sure.
So
FIFA's very strict.
They always cut away.
Okay. I just didn't know if we could see a storm.
So
storming in Houston.
So the last 8 World Cups, that means there's a World Cup every 4 years. So 8 times 4 is 32, right? So the last 8 World Cups, Brazil's made it past this round. So it will be the shock of the tournament if Brazil ends up losing.
Houston, we have a problem. That's what Brazil is saying. Hey, Colton, you want to do halftime hypothetical?
Yeah, we'll do a halftime hypothetical right here. Talking about some
let's do
stuff
it.
that we were going to talk about earlier with, or a little bit later on with Christina Long, and just some of the news of the past couple weeks with all of these decisions being made and finalities finally being nailed down and posted everywhere with Community America Razorback Stadium, now the moniker for where they play football up there on the hill. It's been 3 years. They finally got the naming rights done, and we'll have Christina Long a little bit later to talk with us about that. But it got me thinking about how people are going to either, say this is a good or bad thing, and it's ultimately going to fall on the shoulders of the Arkansas athletic director. Everybody has an opinion about old Hunter Yurachek. But I'd like for everybody to take a step into his shoes, if we can, for just one moment, no matter how small or big you may figure that they be. You wake up as the Arkansas athletic director.
Okay.
You wake up. You can only accomplish one thing before midnight. Win one football national championship, win 3 baseball national championships, make Arkansas the richest NIL collective in America, build the best facilities in college sports, or guarantee that every sport breaks even financially. What are you choosing?
Oh, that's a good one.
3
Are we going
baseball
to a break
games.
before we answer this, or we're going for it right now?
We can come back
That's
with
a
it.
good.
And then
That's,
we'll
Can you tell him to
yes,
do
one more time.
Okay.
Halftime hypothetical for today. You wake up as Arkansas's athletic director. You can only accomplish one thing before midnight. You win 1 football national championship. You win 3 baseball national championships. You make Arkansas the richest NIL collective in America. You build the best facilities in college sports, or you guarantee that every sport breaks even financially. What are you choosing? You're the AD for the day. Halftime hypothetical.
I like it. Okay, give it some thought. We're going to take a break. Hey, by the way, Fort Smith, your next great fishing story starts at the brand new Bass Pro Sports Shops Outpost on Bass Pro Drive. I just drove by it off Rogers Avenue on my way into work. Step inside and discover the Pradco store within a store where you can design a custom autograph lure from iconic shapes like the hidden spook, the cotton. Y'all are gonna butcher me.
This one. Head and
Why
Scoop,
did you do?
Cotton Cordell Red
Thank you.
Fin. Maybe the hazing's not done. No,
It's not.
I shouldn't have given you this one. Head and Spook, Cotton Cordell
Hi,
Red Fin.
let's completely call Alyssa out when she knows nothing about fishing. Thank you so
I thought
much.
About that when you first start. That's on me. If I was a better producer, if I was here to make you feel more welcome, I'd have done a good job.
Oh gosh, I'll tell my fishing story. I think I did tell you guys my fishing the last time I went fishing. My phone, it's at the bottom of a lake. Add your name and message to whatever sparks your imagination, whether you're gearing up for the water or grabbing one-of-a-kind gift. It's all happening now at the Bass Pro Outpost. Come make something unforgettable.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
Listen to every Razorback football game this season right here on ESPN 95.3 and hitthatline.com.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
Colorworks Paint and Body in Barling offers professional automotive painting, bodywork, and fabrication that is unsurpassed in talent and dedication. Owner Andy Harrod uses the latest in collision repair technology to ensure all damage is addressed, whether it's visible or hidden, and works with all insurance companies. Andy and his crew have the experience and commitment to give you complete trust in the repair of your vehicle, no matter the size of the job. Colorworks is located at 1206 4th Street in Barling, across from Dollar General, and is on Facebook, where you can check out their work.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging, your Xerox authorized dealer in the River Valley. Xerox is more than just a brand, it's your ultimate business partner. Whether you need high-speed printers, powerful copiers, or seamless cloud solutions, Xerox has the tools to keep your business running smoothly and efficiently. And right now, for a limited time, we're offering a free Xerox color printer with the lease or purchase of many Xerox models. To learn more, call us at 783-6600 or visit us at dixiedigital.com. Dixie Digital Imaging, your partner in business success.
Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song.
Catching lightning bugs at dusk, drinking from the water hose, playing wiffle ball in the neighborhood empty lot. Summer holds a lot of memories. Don't miss another one with your child. If you need a teammate to handle a high conflict co-parent, call me, Jackie Mock with Mock Legal Solutions. Now offering premium representation in high conflict divorce and custody matters. Mock Legal Solutions, 479-769-1505.
Big news is rolling into Wheeler Power Sports. We're proud to announce that we're officially picking up Aprilia. From championship-winning racing heritage to aggressive Italian styling, Aprilia brings pure adrenaline to every ride, and the wait won't be long. Our first shipment of bikes is expected to arrive around in mid-June, and trust us, you're going to want to see these machines in person. Stay tuned for inventory updates, arrival dates, and exclusive first looks right here at Wheeler Power Sports. Wheeler Power Sports, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. and she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for two for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What'd you call me?
A meal for two for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Don't let me down.
Nobody ever like she does. Make sure to follow Halftime on X at Hit That Line AR and on Facebook and Instagram at Hit That Line. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Let's get back to the show with Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
And jumping right back into our halftime hypothetical, we've got a couple. That was really country out of me. We got a couple answers from our text line that we'll get to after our answers. Colton, you remind everybody what it is?
You are Hunter Yurachek for the day.
Dun,
I want
dun,
you to
dun.
imagine that you have just finished up all of your lake transactions on Venmo that are still public as of today. Turn them off. Anyway, you are Hunter Yurachek for the day, and you wake up as the Arkansas athletic director. You can only accomplish one thing before midnight. A, win 1 football national championship. B, win 3 baseball national championships. C, make Arkansas the richest NIL collective in America. D, build the best facilities in college sports. Or E, guarantee every sport breaks even financially. Guys, I'll go first. Give me the football natty. I don't want anything else. I could care less. I love baseball. I want all the money in the NIL collective. That's awesome. You can have the coolest facility. You can have 300-yard fields indoors. I don't care. And you know what? Every sport breaks even financially. That's awesome. Looks great for the budget. Don't care. I want a college football playoff trophy.
So 4, when you're talking about that makes me think of like A&M and Oregon. Like those are 2 teams or 2 places that they got the best things going on. They don't ever win a national championship, but their facilities are the best. So I agree with you on that. Like, yeah, when you have good facilities, you're going to be able to attract people. That's for sure. Man, 3 baseball natties though does sound
enticing.
Amazing. But I think I'm with you. Football national championship.
You can take all
I
the
hear
3
you.
baseball
I
national
hear you.
championships together. You can put the viewers on TV.
3
and they wouldn't
baseball
equal
natties
one
would be like that. Would be pretty.
He deserves 100
effing
more.
Amazing.
I know. And you know me, I'm a baseball person, and I would pick, my heart wants me to pick the baseball national championships. My head is saying, make Arkansas the richest NIL collective in America.
Gives
And
you a
here's
chance,
why.
right? Yeah.
Because the money, as much as I hate it, the money will then trickle into a national championship for football and a national championship for baseball and some facilities, and it'll even itself out. But we all know right now you have to have money to bring in the players, to get the results, to get the trophies, to get the wins. And it starts with your bank account. And I think you go and you do that first.
Maybe I should have put on here option F. I guess it would
Quit?
be number 6. Well, no, not quit. Strike oil in my backyard, so I could just
That'll
be
work.
Texas Tech and just spend everything I want on anybody.
That'll work.
How
There are a
many
lot of people
years-
that have agreed with you as well.
How many years do you guys think Hunter Yurachek will be the Arkansas AD? And when is it time? When is it time for a new? Is he the problem at all, or is he? Do you? What? I actually maybe this is a question. What grade do you give Hunter Yurachek since he's been the AD?
Alyssa, I'll let you go after me because you're going to say it much more well-spoken. Matt, I'll tell you this. The problem with the Arkansas Athletic Department from an outward-facing viewpoint, from people that are looking into the athletic department from outside of the state that aren't here every day listening to these radio shows or are listening to the press conferences or really keeping up with Razorback sports that aren't paying attention to Arkansas, Hunter Yurachek looks like a fool. Anytime he puts a microphone in front of his face.
Yeah, I know.
And that's a bad look. In terms of what he's done, he's dragged his feet on some things with the NIL.
We got Coach Cal.
But like you said, Coach Cal, the stadium naming rights
Tyson
being
got
the
Coach
richest as possible. He's upgraded facilities. He's done some good. He's done some bad. It's been a roller coaster ride. So, Matt, when you ask that question, it may not be too unlikely to think that it could be just a couple of years. The question is, well, does anybody want him?
And that's kind of where I'm going with this. Like,
is it a lateral move?
The next AD for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Like, I don't think Houston Nutt wants to be the AD because I think that he would. But don't you think we need somebody that's kind of an Arkansas guy? And I don't even, man, we're all come from different places of the world or whatever, but it's like somehow there's, like the other day when you played a clip and he's like, our stadium only holds 76,000. It's like, bro, like, don't say that, man. Like his whole thing is like, sell out your game, win some games, then before you start talking about it. I just think he's missed the boat a little bit. And it's not that maybe he doesn't have high character. I don't know. Like, the dude's okay, but I just think when it comes into it, he doesn't get it.
Did you give a grade?
Oh, I'll say C plus because
he kept Van Horn. I think Silver. I'm with you.
Sure.
C plus.
Yeah. So I'm going to just go with a flat C. I think he came in here. The Chad Morris stuff was not part of him. He was literally hired like 2 days before Chad Morris got here. But you think about the fact he had to make the difficult decision to let Mike Anderson go, but he brings in Eric Musselman and really kind of turns that basketball program around. Coach Cal comes in here, which we know that Johnny Tyson had a lot of influence in that meeting and how that went. Hired Jordan Weber. The gymnastics program has turned things around. Kept Courtney Deifel here. Again, helped Dave Van Horn at the beginning. And obviously the track team just takes care of itself. I think that over the last 3 years, he has really fumbled the football and it's gone downhill where it started really well and up high and things were going good, but not embracing NIL soon enough, just feeling like the NCAA and everything was going to work itself out, and it hasn't. Has gotten Arkansas behind the 8 ball, and the way that he has handled things from a public perspective, even the tennis stuff. You didn't even mention the tennis team. Like, what was that? Are you telling me that they were able to come up with $5 million on their own in a week? On their own in a week. And I think to your point, Matt, is that right now for an AD position, you need someone to be a face of your entire athletic department. And that is where the optics have fallen short. Even just that, show me some enthusiasm and excitement in that statement about the naming rights. There was no, are you happy to be here? God, and it breaks my heart because I like Hunter. I've interacted with him all the time. So what are we doing? What have we done? And that's where I'm like, it's a C for me. It started really, really well. And I think there's been some complacency, and now some trying to catch up, and I just don't like the trend that it's going down. So that's where I'm at right now with that.
And I wonder too, what are his career goals? Because you don't go and say that I would like to be a part of the college football playoff committee. You don't put your name on that. You don't kind of align yourself with those people if you don't have goals that are maybe higher than being the AD at the University of Arkansas. So if the guy doesn't want to be here, if he wants to maybe take up Sankey's role or be cush with him down there in Birmingham in the SEC offices, he can go and do that for all I care. Man, I'm with you. You have to have somebody in here not only who understands the state, but understands maybe how the sausage is made today, how business works.
Little, we talk about and this is another thing. Pops being a coach, what he always says is, you do the little things and the big things take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And that's what I wonder sometimes. All you got to do is the little things.
I just don't think that it was all about necessarily misunderstanding the state of Arkansas. I just think over the last couple of years, some of the business decisions and such have not gone his way. And it's just, you're kind of losing control of a runaway train at the moment. And that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm also really, really hungry. And we're going back to Vegas. Maybe not me. Do you like Vegas?
No,
I wish. I mean, I might go.
We're going back to Vegas at ESPN Arkansas.
Yeah, that's
because,
right.
Hardee's and ESPN Arkansas teamed up once again. It's time for the football trip of a lifetime. How would you like to see the Las Vegas Raiders take on the Kansas City Chiefs? October 4th, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. If you think you have what it takes to win, then you can get ready for the Monster Burger Challenge. If you can devour a Hardee's Monster Burger in 150 seconds, That's 2
Oh, my.
minutes and 30 seconds. You'll have a chance to qualify. Plus, you'll get to spin the wheel for great giveaways and prizes along the way, including free food and some codes, some coupons, some discounts. So we'll be announcing qualifying locations and dates very, very soon. So keep listening to ESPN Arkansas and watch for details from Hardee's. It's Hardee's and ESPN Arkansas sending one lucky winner on the football trip of a lifetime to Las Vegas. You don't want to miss it. I'll be out there again this year at all of our various locations at Hardee's here. I will be the one timing you. You better not come in there with some big britches and not be able to finish your burger. I will put you on blast.
I want to go, but I will not be doing that.
No,
You know what I love?
It's a big burger now.
They're chili cheese hot dogs. Oh my God. They're so good. I've been eating those things since high school. They're just so good. You can't not have one. You can't not have one. Hey, after the break, excited to join her. Christina Long going to join us here on Halftime. We're going to ask about the stadium, maybe get her thoughts on Hunter Yurachek and the latest of what's happening up on the Hill. This is Halftime.
Baby steps, Colton.
This is Halftime.
Why Arkansas Executive Prep Academy? Our program was developed on 5 main pillars: mastery learning, teacher work environment, physical and mental wellness, always ready and future fluent, and elite academics. The Arkansas Executive Prep Academy provides the flexibility and schedule that families need. To register or apply, contact us at 501-215-3209. The Arkansas Executive Prep Academy will open on August the 12th for our first day of school. Our open house will be on August 6th from 4 to 7 p.m. We look forward to seeing everyone there. Arkansas Executive Prep Academy is a tuition-free public charter school. This ad was 100% funded by the $2 million grant from the U.S. Department of Education Charter School Programs awarded to Arkansas Executive Prep Academy. Find us at 501 North Main in Harrison.
You're listening to Halftime Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
For 250 years, America has been a story of courage, innovation, and possibility. From generation to generation, we've worked, dreamed, and built together, guided by freedom. This year, we honor our past, embrace our future, and look ahead with pride. Happy 250th, America. This message courtesy of Advanced Mechanical Performance, Metal Mart, come get you some, and the Tackle Box.
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
Call Ted McAvoy in Van Buren or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Ace has always been the helpful place, and now we're even more helpful by offering instant savings to Ace Rewards members. Not a member? Just sign up at Members Lumber Ace Hardware to start saving right at the register. Right now, you can get big savings on Milwaukee Pack-Out tool storage, coolers, and tumblers. Save $50 when you spend $250 or $100 when you spend $350 or more. After instant savings with your Ace Rewards card. Ace, the helpful place. Must be an Ace Rewards member. member receive instant savings. Available through the end of the month. See participating stores for details.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Used to come from me, the promise to get well. Thinking that you know good. Don't worry, 'cause I'm not the kind of kiss to tell. These are cherry trees. I don't call them anyway. When it's gonna wear out, look what you wasted. When the lights are coming out, and I come down in your room, I daily compromising is written in your sign, I missed it.
Find halftime on 93.7 in Northwest Arkansas, 95.3 in Fort Smith in the River Valley, 96.3 in Hot Springs in Central Arkansas, 104.3 in Harrison and Mountain Home, and everywhere on hitthatline.com. Join the conversation. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Now, here's Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
And I've been waiting since I woke up to get to 1:30 today, because it means that Christina Long going to join us here on the Lewis Automotive Group Hotline. Christina going to join us on Mondays at 1:30. She is the editor of Hogs Illustrated. I've known Christina a really long time, and she is just so good at what she does. And I love reading her stuff. I've loved to see how her career has grown over the years since she's jumped in. So, Christina, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. And I'm excited to get to join you guys weekly from now on. Thanks so much for having me.
So you have to work with Clay Henry every day? Is that what I'm hearing?
I do. I am fortunate to work with Clay.
Fair enough. We love Clay around here.
Everybody loves Clay.
How do you not like Clay?
That's right. Hey, Christina, let's jump into it. I know you've made the rounds last week talking about this stadium deal and the naming rights and coming out with some of the financials. When this, first and foremost, just your initial reaction, share it again on this announcement and the way that this announcement was handled by the university.
Yeah, so I was a little surprised, I think like most people, to see that it was not one of the, I don't know that I totally expected it to be a Walmart, a Tyson, or a J.B. Hunt, but I was expecting it to be an Arkansas company, like I think most people were. I thought, banks and financial institutions are really, really common buyers for these sorts of things. So I was expecting maybe some other kind of bank that, we know of. But so at first I was surprised by that. The more I thought about it, the less surprised I was. I mean, it does make a lot of sense for a company like a Community America that's trying to become known in Arkansas would buy this rather than a company like Tyson, where everyone in Arkansas already knows you. You already have the levels with Arkansas Athletics. You did the jersey patch, that kind of thing. Walmart, same kind of deal. This is a big investment for a company to make if they're not going to, when they're already well known in this area. You know what I mean? So I was less surprised by that as it went on. I was very surprised that the financial details were not released. Now, Arkansas it is typical for Arkansas not to release a lot of information. It's very common for, I don't think they released the Tyson deal. And then when you request, contracts for things like that, the numbers are redacted if you can get them at all. So it's in line with their usual strategy. But I really thought with something like this, particularly since we had heard from some administrators in the lead up to this announcement that it was, this really lucrative deal. They touted it as the biggest in college sports. I thought that they would be putting it out there to back that up, and they didn't put that out there when the announcement was made. So I was surprised by that. But I think it made more sense as I thought about it more that this was the sponsor that they got, and it didn't really bother. It was a non-in-state company because of the business sense that made. So any corporate name was always going to be a little bit not that exciting because it's a corporate name. I mean, the ones I've cited as the interesting ones are the Central Florida's Acrisure Bounce House and then Pitbull Stadium at FIU. Those are the only ones that are cool, and the rest are all something like this. So it was always going to be this way, I think.
I'm sorry, but Pitbull Stadium at FAU. I mean, I don't need, that has to be a party.
I was
in
thinking
South
like
Beach
Isaiah
all the
Joe,
time.
like somebody's gonna do that and come back and name the stadium after them. I think that would be super.
I mean, does he come out and perform at halftime? I don't know. Maybe we should go and check it out. You know, most people, Christina, at this point don't care with the name. They care about the money. And it's $5.4 million. And that's over the contract of 13 years. And so what is that, 70? Again, I'm horrible at math.
Yeah, that would be.
But for this to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest in college athletics, what do they do with this money? When you look at what they should do with this money, where does it now go?
Yeah, I think the first thing that's important is this does not mean that they are getting written a check for $5.4 million every year. That number just comes from the $70 million is the total value of the deal. So actually, the deal is 13 years. It starts this fiscal year of 2026. But the naming rights portion doesn't start till next year. So technically, the name on the building is actually a 12-year deal, but they'll start some of the multimedia rights, some of the other ads type of stuff this year. So again, they're not just receiving this chunk of money annually, but that's the average. Typically, when these things get announced or reported, you get the total value or the average annual value. So as far as where the money is going, I think it's, kind of like anything, it's a little bit hard to, especially with a chunk this big, to say that it's going to one specific thing. I mean, it's the same way that like your paycheck every couple weeks is not going to necessarily like one specific thing. You might budget it a certain way. You might kind of earmark it for certain things. I think one interesting part of this is that Hunter Yurachek said there is a football specific NIL piece to this. So what that means is some football players are going to have the opportunity to sign deals with Community America to promote them. I'm also told that they're going to have the opportunity to sign deals to promote events, to promote the stadium itself and events being held there. So when they have concerts there in the future, you might see players post on social media about those as part of an NIL deal. So that is definitely part of it, and that is football specific. So as far as where the rest of this is going, I mean, overall, it contributes to the athletics department's budget. I would guess a lot of that is going to go toward football because pretty much all the extra money you can get right now is being directed to football, and then you're also trying to kind of cover, the rest of your expenses as you also try to redirect more money to your biggest.
Hey, Christina, we were been talking about, kind of like both my parents are teachers, so we get into grades and saying things like that, and I kind of want to get your opinion on this because you're around the program. You have your fingers in the pie. What would your grade be for Hunter Yurachek as our AD? And like, just simple as that. Yeah.
Ooh, a grade as an AD. I mean, this is a huge win. The Tyson thing is a huge win. One piece of this that I don't know is how much Learfield is keeping. So this is, Learfield facilitated this deal. One thing that I learned from talking with Hunter Yurachek, when he was at Houston, facilitated a deal for Houston to get a naming rights partner, which, coincidentally was also with some other credit union. And that one was not done through a third party. Houston sold that themselves. So I thought that was interesting. So this was something that he has experienced with and has done before. In Arkansas's case, they ended up going with Learfield. I still hold that this whole thing should have been, could have and should have been done sooner. The Reynolds name, everybody knew when that was expiring. Everybody knew it couldn't have been renewed because that organization ceased to exist a few years ago before the name expired. I hold that this could have been done sooner. And, by the time the name goes on the building, it'll be 3 years that they didn't have a sponsored name on there. So that to me is a big part of this. A grade.
He got caught.
We'll
he got
with,
Calipari. He's kept Dave Van Horn. Like it's not like he's failing, but it's just like in my mind, I guess because like I'm an alumni. I love the Hogs. I want him to do well. I just don't think he's done the best that he can do. And so I don't know how. I think there's wins and losses for sure. And I think honestly, in the trajectory of an athletic director, there are very few who are uncontroversial. There are very few who are around a long time, like Hunter Yurachek has been in Arkansas, and everyone likes them that whole time. There's very few. I think it's pretty common for the returns to, for diminishing returns over the course of an AD's tenure. I think that's pretty normal, to be honest.
So when you look at it, and we're speaking money, and I think that's fair. That's a fair assessment of just kind of what Hunter's been able to do over his tenure here at Arkansas. And it's crazy to think about the fact that was 2017 2018 when he was hired, 2017, and it's been that long. If you had this money, where do you think it needs to go right away?
Well, I think, I don't envy ADs because obviously ADs today, because you need to fund your football roster. If you want to be competitive in football, you're going to have to, come up with the revenue sharing funds and the NIL funds, which I think a lot of this is probably going to contribute to that. I personally am somebody who also cares about sports like track. I cover the track program and I'm really interested in them. I care about sports like softball. Those are sports that, want to see nationally, at every school continue to be funded. I understand that that's extremely difficult to do, and to also do and compete in football. I expect that a lot of this money will be going to football. I think that is the strategy that they are taking. I think they're prioritizing football as well as men's basketball. I think men's basketball has a lot of donors available to them. I think football, from what I understand, a lot of big donors in football are kind of waiting and seeing. They're going to kind of try to see what kind of results they can get first before they decide to commit a lot of money, which is tough because you get into the whole chicken and egg thing.
How do we get
but
past,
I think,
can I ask you a question? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How do we get past that? Because I agree 100% what you're saying. It's like you almost want to see some success and then we'll donate. But how do we get to the part where it's is that what it takes? Like wins, we have to win, we have to have success, and then we can get some people to donate.
That's kind of what it seems like. And even talking to people about buying tickets, I think they're trying really hard to sell tickets for the season, and I don't know, how it's going, but I think even just talking to fans who have had season tickets before and trying to decide, okay, am I going to get tickets this year? Like the average person, not the kind of like big whale donor that you're necessarily going after. Those people are even having a hard time deciding. They're going, okay, I maybe have to, I know some people who were affected by they didn't do the full reseeding at Razorback Stadium, but they're doing, they did kind of the partial, they ended some of the grandfathering in. And I know some people who were affected by that, and they were wondering, should I donate more to get season tickets this year? I don't know how this year's going to go. So I might not. I might wait and see, and I can always try to get back in later. So I think it's kind of that same sort of deal. I think you're seeing that with people who have a lot more money to throw around, and then you're also seeing it with kind of the average fan and deciding if they're going to buy tickets. And so I do think, and I think that's, fair. I think it makes it difficult on a program, but I also don't blame the people, the fan or the donor for wanting to see a little bit of proof.
Christina Long joins us now here on Halftime. You can read her reports on the Razorbacks and Whole Hog Sports. She's the editor of Hogs Illustrated. And Christina, to your point, Eric in Van Buren, he texted us here, said we can't afford tickets anymore. So you're right, talking about the average fan, things are definitely changing from them. Christina, I want to get a little bit more into your piece as well, because you mentioned that you were shocked about the fact that they did not disclose any of the financial details kind of immediately afterwards, because when I talked to Matt and Alyssa about this last week, we were kind of shocked they wouldn't want to, rest on their laurels a little bit, brag about the fact that this is a big deal. Is any of this have to do with the fact that maybe a team that's big brothered you up north in Columbia is also looking for some stadium naming rights?
Spite's a good thing. A little spiteness, yeah.
I hadn't really thought about that, but yeah, they had announced that they were selling, which I thought that was kind of interesting. They put out a press release about the fact that they were going to sell the rights to Memorial Stadium, which everybody at Missouri called it Faurot Field. So the value of that is going to be interesting already, because nobody refers to it as Memorial Stadium anyway, and they're going to drop Memorial and call it whatever stadium, and no one calls it that anyway. They're just going to call it Faurot Field. So that's one thing. I think I don't know that was like a galaxy brain way. Oh, are you talking about not disclosing it? I think in terms of not disclosing it, that is a big reason, not specific to Missouri, but the fact that, and Hunter Yurchek said this, the fact that they didn't really want to set the market. Like they didn't want everyone to know what they spent, because now, Missouri might get a bigger deal and then Arkansas no longer has the biggest deal. And that's kind of just how markets for things like this work. You're only the biggest till somebody else comes along. And I think that's a big part of it, is the fact that, he calls it competitive advantage, but really it's about setting the market and everybody else kind of now knowing what deals are worth.
Yeah, no, by the way, Christina's my track girl, so I was going to bring it up anyways, because my question, or what I was thinking is, okay, yes, football matters, but let's say that you could get like 4 national titles in a different sport. So baseball, softball, soccer, basketball.
What about women's basketball being good again there?
That's got a long ways to go, Matt. We ain't there.
You're right. Okay,
we're nowhere near that. I'm trying to be realistic here. I'm not trying.
Sorry.
But if you could get those 4, even if you don't have a football one, Christina, does that ultimately help the football program?
I mean, help them in what way? Like, I don't think it gives them any more money. I don't know that it gives them any more support. I don't really think it does. I think it helps your overall brand as a school, like as an athletic program. I don't know, and I think that's the hard spot that they're in right now, is how much actual monetary value do championships in those sports get you? And often it's not that much. Does that, and then that's what's so difficult about this is, to me, you know, there's part of me that doesn't like that and wants to see, you know, those sports compete. I would, you know, it would be exciting to see Courtney Neifel win a national title, you know what I mean? And I don't think that the only purpose of these sports and the only purpose of a title should be to help, you know, the bottom line. But ultimately, college sports has become more and more of a business. So that's where we're all torn. I think that's where every college sports fan is torn currently, where you are seeing this change and you're having to ask yourself what you care more about. And I think that's really hard. And I think that's why a lot of people are starting to get nervous and across the country, it's not an Arkansas-specific problem, but are thinking about, what is my relationship to college sports now? What is my relationship to my football team versus my baseball team or whatever? And how is this change affecting me as a fan?
That's the difference between what your heart wants and what your head wants. All right, one more question for you. Matt's got a question for you, Christina.
Christina,
this is important now.
And I hope you know this, and I mean this with 100% sincerity. Do you love music, and what's a song that we could have for your theme to whenever we're doing our thing? And you can even say you don't like music, but do you have something like, what's your vein? What kind of music do you like?
Ooh, I do love music. I probably don't have like amazing music taste, honest with you. Like, I'm not like, I don't think I'm, you know, known amongst my friends or anything for having immaculate music taste. I like I typically go for like a rock music, particularly like an alt rock or an indie rock or like a classic rock. I can go to classic rock.
You just won him over. Congratulations.
Christina, we're going to be friends forever. That's right.
Perfect.
Christina, thanks so much for joining us again. She's going to be joining us at 1:30 on Mondays. The editor of Hogs Illustrated. Read her stuff. Get the magazine. Such great content. They do such a great job over there. And so definitely worth a read and all of that. Christina, thanks so much. We'll catch up with you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Hey, real quick before we go, guys, I want to remind you, we got to face it, sometimes accidents happen, and they do. It's Davies Auto Body and Towing in Harrison that is there to pick up all of the pieces. Davies Auto Body and Towing is 24-hour towing service, so they're there when you need them. Once they have your car in their shop, they will return it to just like new, meeting factory specs with certified technicians. After the repairs and the paint matching, you'll be daring your friends to find where the repairs were even made. Davey and his crew treat you like family, and even with the situation, you will be doing your business with them. Davies Auto Body and Sales, Highway 62 and 65 North in Harrison, or call 870-743-1172. That's 840-743-1172. Put that number in your phone so you'll have it when you need it. 870-743-1172 for Davies Auto Body and Towing, #1 tow truck company. 24/7 towing and recovery service near you. Davies reminds you, when you see flashing lights, move over and slow down. Let's pause. We'll come back and wrap up all of halftime right here on ESPN Arkansas after these short messages.
Showtime Arkansas. Showtime Razorback basketball.
This is halftime.
This 4th of July, celebrate our nation's 250th birthday at Greenwood's 2026 Freedom Fest. Sponsored by the Greenwood A&T Commission. Join us Saturday, July 4th from 4 to 10 p.m. for kids' activities, food trucks, craft and artisan vendors, and live music all night. Enjoy performances by Barrett Faber, Oreo Blue, and the Brandon Butler Band, plus a special fireworks show honoring Kelly Hendricks. Bring your lawn chairs, bring your friends, and join us on the town square. Freedom Fest, Saturday, July 4th. We'll see you there.
Harry Robinson Salisal Ford wants to buy or trade for your vehicle today, and they will give you top dollar. Pre-owned car values are at historic all-time highs, and your car today is worth more than it ever will be again. If you are driving a 2013 model or newer with 120,000 miles or less, bring it to Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, and they'll give you more than any other dealer. Even if you don't want to buy a new car, they'll still buy yours. Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your home. If your garage door needs repair or you're ready for a new look, call Precision Garage Door. From broken springs and openers to brand new doors, they provide expert service and professional installation. Fully licensed and insured, with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers, and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call 844-PDS-DOOR or visit PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Precision Garage Door, voted the best in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
It's impossible not to feel luxurious with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes. With your choice between the iconic $5 box, decadent $7 box, and opulent $9 box, featuring the fajita street chalupas with boldly seasoned peppers and onions, all that Lutz might go to your head. But even though it makes you feel like a high roller, let's wait on that yacht down payment. Get your $5, $7, or $9 Lutz box today, only at Taco Bell. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Freezes and specialty drinks not included. Tats extra.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com.
Use the code RUSH26
for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
1, 2, 3, play. I can't imagine how the world would be.
Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Good news, guys. Tommy said I can come back tomorrow.
Good.
There you go. There you go. I was looking up those details to Pitbull Stadium, by the way. There's nothing about concerts. I'm sure there's got to be some.
I feel like you could just like pretty much guarantee, okay, well, every Saturday in the fall is a halftime show. It's Pitbull. I mean,
Right.
come on.
Right. I mean, could you imagine what that would... It's like a Super Bowl halftime show every Saturday that they're home.
FIU's just getting beat by 60 by
Who
UCF,
cares?
and they got Pitbull
Who cares?
out there. That'd
Who's
be
their head
fun.
coach right now?
FIU?
Exactly.
Who is it?
Nobody knows.
Willie Taggart? Didn't he take over?
I like Willie Taggart, though.
Matt.
I know.
It's Willie Simmons.
Our first disagreement, which it only took
the Willie
3
right.
hours.
Willie
I got the
Simmons.
Willie part. I did think that Willie Taggart came back from somewhere.
Actually, I guess
maybe it was FAU.
maybe I
when-
wanted to. Like,
I don't know. Maybe I gotta look it up. Clearly, I've just blocked him out. He's in that Chad Morris category for me, though. Unfortunately, so it's been.
I like Chad Morris. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, thank you. You know,
Sorry.
it's just tough.
I instantly admitted. Okay,
that's fine. We'll save my thoughts on where I feel like the Florida State football program is for another day because we've got a few more minutes here, guys. It's been a great day, though. Thank you so much for welcoming me on my very first day of halftime. It has been fun. It has been eventful. Hey, Matt, give us a soccer update.
1-1. We're going to have the extra time, so it's knockout rounds. Like
stop
what you're doing and watch. Yes,
Japan and Brazil. That'll be so fun.
Incredible. So we're going to have to give you an update on how Matt reacted to the end of this
I'm
game
going straight
tomorrow.
home to watch.
No, you're not.
I'm trying to watch the.
I'm trying to watch this.
We're
going to do it all right here. I want to sit here and document this reaction from you. That's what I want.
Fair enough.
That's what Colton wants too. I know it. I can see it in his eyes. We might have a meeting at 2:00 too, though. That's going to distract. I know. That's okay. You can put it on your screen.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences.